Alright, hello and welcome back to another session of Detective Instinct Farewell, my beloved. Hope you guys are doing well as always. In last session, we begun the game, didn't we? It started off, we saw someone, right? We saw a murder happen, right? Outside of a hotel. And in that hotel, we were introduced to our protagonist, no name. We just named ourselves. And we are I think a university student. I don't know if it's college, because he did say he was majoring in but I think he's a university student from America. And he's alongside with his professor and another colleague, Emma, right? And his professor is called Professor Martin. We're in I think we're exploring the country of, do I remember Vedrekskan? Is that how you say it? I forgot. Vedrekskan, I think, or yeah, something like that. A fictional European country. Is it country? Yeah, I guess so. And yeah, so we went in the hotel. The cops were coming. We got accused of the murder, but unfortunately for us, the body it fell out from 5 stories down the hotel, so we were clear of that. And we were introduced to an interesting detective, right? Detective Daltrey, and he gave us the down low. We even investigated the crime scene, but we got sent away at the end, and then we went on a cross-country train, right? Because a cross-country train through Europe to London, which will be I think it's London, right? And then we'll go back by plane from London. But on that cross-country train, Emma comes up and says, "Hey, there's this woman, mysterious woman that I talked to, and she didn't get her name. She didn't get her name, and apparently she was talking to her. You know, she saw her on the ends of the train, and they had a little chat, and apparently they wanted to meet up, and she didn't come back. And when Emma talked to the other people in the train that was with her, they say that she didn't exist and that Emma was alone, which is a bit suspicious, right? Emma's now like second guessing herself. Maybe she has schizophrenia. No, I don't think so. But yeah, we're trying to find this woman. And we were in the train. We've got introduced to a few characters. We've got Vida and Monty, a couple, and is it Daniel? Daniel and what's the other guy's name? Palmer. And there were the 2 golfers. We were also the bartender. He's got some weird ass concoction that he sells, tea concoction. But yeah, one of our leads we found this ring in Vida's and Monty's cabin. Apparently didn't belong to them, and it had some Dreskin writing, but it turns out it was the opposing place. I forgot, Gibraltar. We'll find out. But yeah, we're learning a bit more about the world, or the country that we're in, and the ring that was disappeared in this chapter. We just had it, and now the ring's like vanished somewhere. Although I did not load on the right save. I think I saved on both. I don't think it matters. But alright, let me see the damn alright, that's what it's called. Gambrica. That's what it's called. Vendreka and Gambrica. I need to know this. I need to know these 2 places. So yeah, so Vendreka was the place we studied from. We did we did our study trip. That's the place we went to. Gambrica is the opposing country. Apparently, Vendreka was initially... I think Vendreka was initially one place until a revolutionary, and then they split off, basically. But yeah, okay. So, we've lost the ring, and now we're going to talk to the witnesses. We already talked to Dennis and Palmer, I think. You kid. This missing woman you're talking about. Hold on, yeah? What's the deal with that exactly? You've piqued my curiosity, I must say. Yeah, mine too. talk about the missing woman? Oh, I see. So you met a woman on the train who then subsequently vanished without trace. Nobody seems to remember her except for you. What's with those smiles? Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Palmer? Yes, Dennis. Yes, I believe I am. You guys are on drugs. What? What are you thinking? Aha. This, my boy. Sounds like a murder. But murder? Know what you're thinking. Oh, these guys, all they talk about is golf, golf, golf. Well, I got news for you. Dennis and I are well-rounded individuals. We have many diverse interests and hobbies. Okay. That's right. And one of those interests just happens to be murder. Yeah, you know, killing. I don't think you should be saying that. I mean, there's nobody in this except the bartender, but this is a weird conversation to say out loud. Oh, don't give me that look. We're just interested in the subject, that's all. We don't do any killing ourselves. No, that'd be crazy. Why do I not feel reassured? Should we carry on? You see, Palmer and I have spent many years thinking about the perfect murder. We've read hundreds of detective stories, seen all good mystery films, researched countless life cases. Many such stories involve trains like this one, you know. There's not a single mystery scenario we haven't heard of, none at all. As man, why do I feel like I always need to like burp or something when I talk? Breathing in every time. This missing woman of yours. Already I can think of a few theories. Let's assume the young lady is correct. And that she did, in fact, meet this woman yesterday. This only leaves a few possibilities. Shall I list them all? Don't tell me you're accusing Emma. Like, don't tell. Emma? Sure, let's hear it. Theory number 1. This woman has been missing since yesterday, yes? Hard to believe she could be missing for a whole day if she really existed. Precisely, Palmer, precisely. I've awfully... yeah. It'd be awfully hard to hide a person or a body on the train. So logically, this suggests our missing woman isn't on the train anymore. Correct, yes. Young lady, you said you met this woman on the back platform of the observation car. Yeah, I should have said observation car. Lost the word there. That's right. Why can I not think no better place on this train to meet a potential victim? When we're at max speed, falling off the rear of the train would certainly kill a person. Yes, if I were the killer and I saw my victim there, all it would take is a little push. Yep. You wouldn't find her for weeks. Should we carry on the theory? Actually, I just had a thought. Was this woman in distress when you met her by any chance? Seemingly troubled? She was. Yeah, kind of. Where have I heard something like this? I think it was in a movie. Oh, I don't know. I recall hearing about someone who attempted suicide by jumping off the back of a platform of a train's observation car. Oh yeah, that sounds familiar. Well, at any rate, I suppose that too is a possibility. Ahaha. Yeah, Emma's not happy. She's not. Maybe we should stop. We go on to the next one. I should ask Emma how she's doing. Let's check on. Let's discuss. You don't have to keep listening to this if you're uncomfortable with it, Emma. No, it's fine. I really don't want to think the worst, but can't ignore the possibility either. The only way we'll uncover the truth is we keep pushing forward. So let's hear the other theories, Jeff. It might give us some ideas. Okay, if you see, yeah, say so. Yeah, you know, yeah, so actually, when I was finding the thumbnail, well, for the first video, the first session, usually I track the press kit, you know, of each game, and I found the devs, or the dev press kit, all in a Google Drive, and I saw some behind the scenes, some work in progress footage of how they did the pre-rendered. I mean, it's obvious it's a 3D. They did 3D models. Didn't show much, but yeah, it was good to see, you know, it wasn't really a process, but the layout of how they made it. Everything all here, yeah, looking nice, 3D. I still want to know how you do this like weird pixel effect. Is it pixel effect? It's like a very, is it like a low res? Yeah, it's like kind of low res filter. I don't know how they did it, but alright, let's continue on with the theories. But yeah, pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Shout out. 3 years in development, this game. Theory number 2. Though it's unlikely. Let's say this woman is still on the train somewhere. Alive or dead, doesn't matter. Either way. If I wanted to hide a body somewhere on the train, where could it never be found? Where could I do so? Oh, I know. The bathroom? Don't be dense, Palmer. People are always It's not even Daniel, his name is Dennis. And then people are always in and out of the bathroom. How on earth could that be a good hiding spot? Oh yeah, I guess that's true. There's only one place where a person could be hidden without any passengers or attendants eventually finding her, and then, I don't even know where. It's the storage car. Oh, of course. In somebody's luggage. Precisely. Though porters will expect the storage car periodically, they most certainly do not check inside every box and crate on board. A body could be smuggled off the train in such a crate and will all be none the wiser. Well, what do you think of that? Now, family. Theory number 3. They got 3 theories for this, huh? Well, I don't have a theory number 3, but you're still wondering. If this woman really was here, why is everyone on board denying her existence? Yeah, that's a good question. That's one of the mysteries we have. Well, my friends, it's really quite simple. It's a conspiracy. A conspiracy? That's right, Palmer. And the entire train must be in on it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is the entire train? Well, since this has been said, I don't think that's the case then, no? Yes. I think I have this all figured out. The woman you met was an English spy. Spy? Yes, a spy, collecting information on the nefarious plans of the Vendrekan government on behalf of Her Majesty, the Queen. Yeah, I guess in this time, yeah, the Queen, yeah, rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth. I can see it so clearly. This woman has been the target of the Vendrekans for weeks. Alas, they couldn't get her to her before she boarded the train, so they had to improvise. All of the train attendants, even the bartender, maybe even the passengers, they're all Vendrekan agents. Every last one of them is in on it. I think these guys are from London, no? Are they from London? I think they started from London. I don't know. I forgot. We'll see. Though they couldn't prevent this poor girl from meeting the woman before they offed her, they could pretend she never existed. It's so simple. Yes. Well, that means that whatever the truth is, it's not going to be these ones, no? Surely not. Well, don't just stand there giving me that stupefied look. What do you think? It's plausible. Emma's not happy. She's not convinced. I think you may have gone a bit too far in a few places with your theory, Dennis. Or this theory. Well, I liked it anyway. Dennis, wait, look at the time. What's that? Oh, bollocks. Bollocks. They're about to tee off. Apologies, but Palmer and I must go back to our cabin. The British Open broadcast has already begun. We must not miss a stroke. I hope I didn't spook you too bad with my murderous theories. It's all just in good fun, right? Good luck, and remember, may your drives be straight, and your chips be in, and good luck. Drives be straight and your chips be in. It's pretty nice. Well, you can't say they're lacking in imagination. I guess so, but was that any of that helpful? It's possible, yeah, it's possible. I feel like there has to be a spy, no? I don't know that I buy any more of their outlandish theories, but they did bring up a few good points. Somebody was trying to hide her. The storage car definitely would be a good place to do so, and much as I don't want to admit it, we can't exactly rule out what they said about the observation car either. Not necessarily that she was murdered, but do you really think she'd do that? I don't know. I don't want to believe it, but just keep thinking about what she said to me, about how she didn't deserve any kindness. Oh, I hope she's okay. I'll already check out the storage car for clues. Yeah, we'll find out. Maybe she is dead. Before we do that, oh, wait, yeah, that's right, the bartender. He'll tell us the secret if we got rid of those guys, right? I wonder what it is. Alright, wait, let me see. Let me see my notes. Okay, we got Dennis and Palmer. What was that? Another passenger? Sort of Dennis Lackey, yep. Yeah, we don't know if they're... I'm pretty sure they're British. I'm assuming, especially if they're following the British Open. Alright. Missing woman. The thing begins with an A. Yeah, and on the ring... Do we have the ring? Yeah, here. We got the ring here. A wedding ring. It says, to my beloved AK. Okay. Right, to the bartender. Oh, hold on a second, guys. I have nothing to say to you. What happened here? Oh, this is the old man. Oh, excuse me. This is the other witness. Jev, I think that was him, the old man I saw yesterday. That wasn't how I was expecting that conversation to go. Oh, it's Daltrey. Detective. Oh. Hello again, you two. How's your investigation going? Alright, so we're not there yet. As you both know, I'm trying to speak to everyone on the train as part of my investigation. But with that guy, I've already got one word before he brushed me off and went running. The nerve. Do you think he may be involved? I have no idea. But he definitely seems suspicious to me now. Yep. How's the investigation? Doesn't look good. Guess that means it isn't going too well. So, how about the missing woman? Has she turned up? No, not yet. It's too bad. Looks like neither of us are finding much success in our investigations, huh? Well, don't give up. I believe in you. I know you can figure it out. Back to the old man. Even have a chance to catch his name. Who knows where he's off to now? Well, I guess I'll just have to con him later. Haha. I did see him in the observation car last night. Maybe a train attendant over there knows something about him. I'd love to stay chat longer, but well, I still have a lot of ground to cover and not a whole lot of time to do it. If I get back home to the station empty-handed, ooh boy, the bosses will not be happy. Say, you two came here with an older gentleman, right? Your professor? You mean Professor Martin? Why? Would you like to speak with him? Well, I'll have to get around to it eventually. He seems like a nice fellow. Could you point me in the direction of his cabin by chance? Sure. He's in the third sleeping car in the last cabin. Fantastic, thank you. Good luck, you two. Knock him dead out there. There he goes. I'd like to find out a little bit more about that old man. Wait, hold on, bartender. Here we go, look at that smile. The sound of silence. Music to my ears. Thank you. Now, the secret. Those two, the wealthy couple, are not as wealthy as they appear. Okay. They're not? They were at one time, sure, but now? No, they are most certainly broke. But if they're broke, how can they afford such a luxurious suite? I assure you, appearances can be very deceiving. The husband, Monty, some time ago, he was rather well known in Vendreka as a performer, yep. Sometime later, he was well known as a tabloid curiosity. And now, well, now he's not much known at all. What kind of performer was he? A magician, obviously. Come on, he was... Don't say a magician. I've said enough, I think. Or a ringleader, you never know. But, come on, tell us. No, I think that'll do. Come on, Jeff, keep pressing him. He has to tell us. Let's talk to him. Assistant, are we? It's not like it's a big secret. If you attempt to continue investigating, I suspect it will become quite obvious what the man's profession was. Alright, how about this? Another deal? I will soon be going on break, but later this evening I'll be back in this spot. When I return, if you can tell me the man's former occupation, I will tell you the rest of his sad, pathetic story. Is that all? What's in it for you? Nothing for me this time. To tell you the truth, I'm just having a bit of fun. It's up to you. If you'd like to know a little more, well, you'll know where to find me. Yeah. This guy sure likes to play games. With us, Fizzy God is... Yeah. Da-da-da. Alright, have to guess his former job. I can tell he's getting a sick thrill from toying with us. At least he's being helpful. Well, looks like we have a few more options to consider about where to go next now. Let's go to Vito and Monty now. I had the storage car, so we should definitely check that out. The old man was apparently hanging out in the observation car last night too. Maybe we can find some clues about him there. Oh, and don't forget that we still have to try talking to Vito and Monty. Especially now that the bartenders agreed to tell us more about them. If we could figure out Monty's former job. It's up to you, Jeff. Where you like to go first? Alright, let's go to Vito and Monty. If they're still there. If they are still there. And it's still morning. Hasn't changed. Hey, Monty. Oh. Hello, Monty. How are you doing? Do we have to communicate by, like, playing cards? Doesn't look like Vito's here. Oh boy, this should be interesting. Let's talk, Monty. How are you doing, Monty? Have you been enjoying your trip? Nice weather we're having now. Well, I hope you're having a nice day. What we're doing? Oh, Vito. Hey, Monty, is Vito out? Oh, a nod. I wonder where she is. That's new. That's new. That's a new interaction. New sprite. Hey Molly, do you remember that ring we showed you and your wife yesterday? You seem to have misplaced it. You wouldn't happen to seen it, have you? So I'll take that as a no. What about Vida? Do you think she knows where it might be? How can you tell if a man who doesn't speak is lying? Alright, let's go back to Monty. Nope, Vida. Nope. Ring. Alright, discuss. Wait, I know. How about this? Maybe to talk to someone who doesn't speak, you have to communicate silently. Let's try talking with him without saying a word. Maybe he'll open up to us, somehow. Sure, okay. What does that even mean? Alright, just humor her, Jev. What's the worst that could happen? Nothing. A 1,000 yards there, huh? Whoa, he's looking a bit, uncomfortable. Like we're trying to communicate telepathically. I feel like I can hear what he's thinking. Something along the lines of, I wish these stupid people would leave me alone. Yeah, something like that. I don't think that was helpful, Jev. Alright, knock him out then. Any more bright ideas? Hey, at least I tried something. Can't fault me for thinking outside the box. I don't hear you coming up with any better ideas. Well, she has me there. While we're here, we could have maybe we could have a quick look around. You don't think Money will mind? I mean, what's he gonna do? Tell us to stop? Yeah, I guess not. But still, let's not go too far. I don't want to invade their privacy. If you see anything interesting, maybe you could try asking about the fucking... Where? Check. Let's check the area. The cards, man. Deck of playing cards. Maybe Monty's a professional gambler. Not a magician, you know. Maybe he'll play at least a round of Texas Hold'em with us. We'll check Monty. Possible to read. There has to be a way to get him to open up somehow. Maybe it'll be easier without Vida here. Vida isn't here. Atmosphere around here feels a lot friendlier without her, honestly. Bartender said Vida and Monty are broke. If that's true, how on earth can they follow this room? Maybe it's on loan. On loan deck of cards. Alright, here we go. Ooh, here we go. Look at that. Pursing the lips. Our reaction seems different. Let's take those cards. Money had a weird reaction when I brought up these cards. Let's just show him to him and see what he does. And then he just starts shuffling. What kind of hair Money's got on the big hand? Oh, I could say he's got a slip back. What's this? You want me to give you the deck? Sure. Here you go. Is he shuffling? That's like the sound of shuffling. Shuffling the deck. Yeah, this is a weird. This one's a weird sprite. I think it wants us to pick a card, Jev. Okay, let's see here. Pick a card. Alright, let's take the, let's go with the 9. The 9 of hearts. I picked that one. The 9 of hearts. Oh, Jev, I know what this is. It's one of those card tricks. I picked a card without him knowing what it was, and now he's shuffling it back into the deck. And somehow, miraculously, he'll be able to find your card again. Alright, what card are you going to give me, Monty? Hey, the 9 of hearts, but that is not the correct. That's the 5 of hearts, no? Well, what'd you know? He's got it. That was it, he found it. I think it'll be pretty hard to do 9 of hearts now. With this. Oh, he's pretty pleased with himself. Oh, money. Oh, my aching head. There's Vida. Money, this migraine is so painful. I'm seeing spots, but if I'm correct, are those 2 irksome children lurking in La Cabin again? Let's see. If they are here, could you please make them leave immediately? I simply cannot tolerate any intrusions right now. Oh, my head. I think we should go, Jev. Yeah, I think you're right. Thank you for your time, Monty. Man. Knock Vida out. Discuss? We should go, Jev. Yeah, let's go then. Alright, let's go to the storage then. Yeah, we gotta wait till evening, right? It's kind of dark in here. Hang on. I think there's another light switch. Whoa, okay. Whoa, this is like scary. What's this? What is this? So everybody's looking at him. What's in the chair? Yeah, he's having a chair here. Right. The storage cars are for any luggage that's too big to carry on. It wasn't a problem for us, but it's used for anyone who needs the space or for really large cargo. I'll be honest, Jev. If no where's to start. Do you really think she could be in here somewhere? I hope not. It wouldn't hurt to look around, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get started. Alright, hold on. Nothing interesting here. What's this under the cloth? Ah, it's the magical box. I have no idea. This is unlike any box I've ever seen. Looks tall enough for a person to fit inside, but for what purpose? For what purpose? For what purpose? Now that I think about it, I feel like I've seen something like this before. Oh yeah, let's just say you don't want to be in the person who has to step into the box. At least not without the proper training. Yeah. What on earth could this possibly be? Let's pull off this cloth. A guillotine? Is that what I think it is? Why? Is there a guillotine on this train? What? Why? Did I say why? I said where. Why? Ack! What is it? Jev, there's a head in that basket. A head. I think I'm gonna be sick. I hope it's a prosthetic. Wait, I think... Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. This head is just a model. It looks like it came off a dummy or something. I'm not sure if this is even a real guillotine. Yeah, close inspection. The blade is dull, and I think this whole thing is some kind of prop. What kind of person needs a guillotine as a prop? I would not... We're not paying it 2 to 2 to... That it's, Thimjig's a magician? Guitar head. Don't you play guitar, Jev? Not really. I mean, I could play a few chords, I guess, but I was never very good. Oh, don't say that. You should play me something. Are you nuts? I'm going to rummage through someone's belongings just to embarrass myself. Yeah, I guess you're right. Should've known better. I still think you're probably better than you're giving yourself credit for, though. Okay, well, what's the area check? Just everywhere? Bunch of junk here. Alright, hold on, alright. Oh, there's another side, sorry, I'm yawning. Okay, oh, there's another few more things to check, huh? Okay, what's this? Oh, there's the golf clubs, and that's, Dennis and Palmer's, right? Wherever this is, it's pretty big. Let me pull off this cloth. A cage. What do you think this is for? It looks big enough to hold a large animal, like a tiger or something. Is he a ring? Right, where's the tiger unless it escaped? Ah, Jev, over there. What? There's nothing there. We're just playing around. Alright, I'm sorry, that was mean. But still, what is this cage for? This looks like a bad Halloween costume, you know, like a sheet ghost. Well, let's see what's underneath. An armor, huh? A suit of armor, huh? Hello, is there anybody in there? No, it seems like it's empty. Bummer. I thought maybe she'd be inside. Why would she be in there? Did she say she was a knight of the round table? Oh, I don't know, Jev. Maybe I was just getting desperate. Yeah, you could put a dead boy in there, but... Alright. 2 sets of golf clubs? Yeah, we know those. I guess these belong to Dennis and Palmer. Didn't they say their clothes were stolen by the mafia or something? Maybe they bought new sets when they finally got to Vendreka as a souvenir. Maybe. Alright, what's the discussion? Hey, Jev. Do you think there's anything odd about all the things that were under the cloth? Is that a joke? No, I mean... Do they have anything in common that you think... I don't know. The cage, the box, and the guillotine. I think magician. I don't know what to suit the armor for, though. Oh. What happened there? Oh my goodness. That scared me half to death. Jeez. Right, I knew train whistles were loud, but that was completely deafening. I guess it makes sense though. The storage car is pretty close to the engine. Hey, you two. What are you doing here? Huh? What? I think he's a porter, Jev. Both of you, show me your boarding passes now. Our boarding passes? Well, who just carried those around? Porter, sir, we left our boarding passes in our cabins. We were just here looking for some of our luggage. You two are legitimate passengers, then. I sincerely apologize. Just been on edge lately. What with all the stowaways. Stowaways? That's right, stowaways. Ugh, it's becoming a real problem lately. I can't tell you how many people we found hiding behind luggage in here, trying to hitch a ride to London. Some of them have even gone as far as steal our forged tickets. Can you believe that? I mean, gosh, are they really that desperate to go to London? The weather there is awful. And don't get me started on the food. Well, anyway, that's a blow to blow to England, huh? I'm sorry for blowing up at you. Is there anything I could help you with? Can we check? Check the Porter? Looks pretty tough. Definitely don't want to get on his bad side. Alright, let's go on the stowaway. You know, we Porters aren't supposed to be security guards. Our job is to load and unload luggage. And yet, because of all of the stowaways lately, I have to be constantly on alert. When I see one, it's whammo, bop, bam. Yo, look at those hands. You beat them up? Well, no. I usually just alert the police at our destination and have them apprehended when we arrive. Still, it's just a hassle. Yeah, just a hassle. A woman has gone missing, you say? Well, if you think she's in here, I say it's pretty unlikely. I've been in and out regularly and haven't seen anything unusual. Alright, good to know. Yes, I insisted in loading all the luggage you see here into the storage car. I'm what's called a traveling porter. After loading, it's my job to organize the storage car to ensure smooth unloading at the station. It is quite a physically demanding job. As you can see, I'm quite up for the task. Haha. Yeah, I can tell. Ah, the whistle scared you? Yeah, it comes through pretty loud in here. Frankly, it's loud everywhere on board, so much. Wait, so much so that it's hard to hear much else whenever it blows. Alright. Often receive complaints about waking up people in the middle of the night. But it's not just for show, you know. Is there an auto button? There is an auto feature, but the conductor will blow the whistle for a variety of reasons, all related to safety. True. Making a wide turn when the train stops or starts moving, when we approach at a station or crossing. It probably seems random, but there's a method to the madness. That's true. Oh, if there's someone on board. I mean, someone on the tracks, I mean. That's just alerting it to get away. I mean, I don't think they'll sound it if somebody is, like, knocked down onto the tracks. They're just gonna see the madness. All the weird stuff? Alright, let's go back to luggage. You want to know more about the luggage in here? You and me both, Lodi. I swear, I was terrified when I was about to lose my head trying to get the guillotine on board. All I know is that the weirdest stuff in here all belongs to the same guy, some little fella with a big hand. Monty. Anything more? Alright. How's the discussion going? Anything more? Stowaways? You mentioned that some stowaways have fake or stolen tickets. That's right. The crafty ones realize it'll be awfully hard to stay hidden on the train for the entire ride, so they come prepared. Usually with some kind of fraudulent ticket, they'll then pretend to be a legitimate passenger. Awfully crafty, but not crafty enough. You see, I'm always carrying around a list of registered passengers, alright. So it's very easy to cross-reference a suspicious passenger with the list. Of course, that only works if I'm able to identify anybody that's acting suspicious, which isn't all that often, if I'm being honest. Say, how about this? I'm sure you've met plenty of people on this train, though. If you meet anyone suspicious, tell me their name and I'll cross-check it with my list. Maybe we'll catch a criminal in the act. Alright. You have any ideas who to ask him about, Jeff? I can think of a few people. Vida and Monty? I think they're... yes, I have Vida and Monty registered together. It says here they're in the luxury suite. Lucky. Deltry? I don't have Deltry registered, but you're talking about that detective, right? What an old dear that was. He strolled up to the train this morning and just walked on board, no ticket or anything. Didn't even tell us who he was. We almost had security throw him off before he finally showed us his badge. Honestly, what was he expecting? I would like to see that. Would like to see Dennis and Palmer. Yep, looks like both Dennis and Palmer are registered together. They're sharing a single cabin, it seems like. It's gotta be rough. The bed is the bed in a single is pretty small. But sometimes people do it to save money, which I get. Yeah. So these guys buddying up, huh? Not bad, eh? Very close, huh? What we're discussing anymore? Have you asked the part about everyone you could think of, Jeff? Explore the other cars? Yeah, I want to talk to the old guy, you know. Alright, let's go to the observation deck. We're not done with that guy yet. Whoa. Look at these guys. This is actually a cool spot. This is the observation car. So this is where she went through, right? The last guy with the train. The view here is really wonderful, isn't it? The outside platform in the back is such a neat feature. It's also where I first met that woman. Let's see if anyone here knows about anything about her. Oh, that old man. Who we're talking to, Jeff? Let's over the area. Alright, let's check. Yeah. Where? Should we talk to the, who's this? The attendant? We can ask her some questions. Oh, this guy. Nobody here? Hey, peace and love, man. Peace and love. I'm sorry, were you talking to me? Uh-huh. Sure, man. Uh-huh. Sure, man. Peace and love. Come on, say it with me. How about just thinking? Alright, if that will float your submarine. Uh-huh. Peace and love. Peace and love. Well, I think that's a pretty nice message. Let's talk to someone else now, please. What, these guys don't have... This guy seems very engrossed in this newspaper. Mumble, mumble. Perfect. Aha, yes. I just need to meet one man on this train who hates someone in his life as much as I hate my father. Mumble, mumble. Yes, then we can simply trade murders. Aha, oh yes, we can never get caught. Whoa. Jeff, do you think we should talk to him? I think we should keep our distance from that guy. Well, let's speak to the attendant then. Oh, hello, how can I help you? I don't think I've seen any women like that. Oh, isn't it so nice here? I just love how pretty the views out the windows are. I specifically requested to be stationed here. It's my favorite place on the train. The outside platform is a really unique feature of this train. They were common many years ago, but today is very rare. Do you think it could be dangerous? Dangerous? No, I wouldn't say. The guard railing is pretty high. You have to really try to fall off. Granted, if you did, you'd probably be seriously injured or worse. But I don't think it's very likely. An old man? Can you describe him for me? He's kind of short, grey hair, wearing a brown suit, I think. Oh, you mean Mr. Fisher? Mr. Fisher? Mr. Fisher was here last night. Oh, he's such a sweet man. What can you tell him about it? What can you tell us about him? Oh, we talked for what felt like hours last night. He's a real charmer. He told me he's going to London to see his daughter and family. And her family. He said his daughter just had a baby and he's very excited to meet her. Oh, isn't it just adorable? We talk to him? Looking for him. Well, I'm not sure where he's staying on the train, but you should come back here in a few hours, alright? Come back tonight. I'll ask him to tell me about where he grew up. Alright, hold on, sorry, I'm like coughing. I think he said he's from Gambrika. Oh, I just can't wait. Gambrika, huh? You lost the wedding ring? Oh no. Are you going to propose now? Oh no, the ring isn't mine. It's just something we found on the train and then lost again. Oh, phew. You would have been in some serious trouble if that was yours. Yeah, he... I haven't... There's a reason why I skipped the he-he's, but I haven't seen anything like that. I'll keep an ear out, my eye out. Tendon, you want to know about me? Gosh, I don't know what to say. I don't think this is necessary, Jeff. How about you ask something important, Jeff? Alright. You don't really wanna... Let's check the attendant. Wow. These Vendrekan girls really knocked me out. Alright. Alright. What's the discussion like? Mr. Fisher? What do you think, Emma? She said he was from Gambrika, right? Remember what Detective Daltrey said about the victim from the hotel, right? Otto Keller? Yeah, he's from Gambrikan. He was an immigrant, wasn't he? Gambrikan immigrant. I wonder if there's some sort of connection. I don't know, Emma. There's probably thousands of Gambrikan immigrants in Vendreka. Oh, you're right. Still, we need to talk to him. I wonder if there's anything else the attendant could tell us about him. Right back to Fisher. He really is a sweet old man, and I can tell he really cares about his family. There's one thing I want to ask him though before he left yesterday. He said something about I didn't understand. He said something about someone named Alma. Maybe it was his daughter's name? Alma. Oh, I just can't remember. Isn't that such a pretty name? If I had 2 pence, not 2 pence, if I have a pence, for every time I know an Alma, that I'll have 2 pence. Which isn't much, but an interesting coincidence. Especially from Almas from visual novels. If you know which visual novel I'm talking about, if you know, you know. Oh, I'll say it. It's Valhalla. Alma. That was her name, Jev. I remember now. Her name was Alma. Missing woman. Yes, I'm sure of it. All I could remember after yesterday was that it began with an A. But now, hearing it now, I'm certain it was Alma. Alright, our missing person is named Alma. Alright, on to the, Fisher. Yeah, the music's pretty good as well, you know? He said Mr. Fisher mentioned somebody named Alma, you sure? Yep, I'm sure he must have been talking about one of his family members, but I can't remember. Hold on a sec, hold on a sec. I'm like on the midst of like trying to burp here. And it's gone now. You mentioned something about someone named Alma? Yeah, where should we go? Okay. Fisher was talking about a person named Alma. Could this really be a coincidence? Hold on. Oh, it's about to come. I think I might as well just burp when I don't want to burp into the mic, but I want to trust my memory, but I just don't know anymore, Jeff. Is it possible I heard Fisher mention the name to someone in the lounge car yesterday? And that's what I'm missing, yeah, remembering. I think maybe there's 2 Almas. You should trust yourself, Alma. I'm sure you're remembering right. Yeah, you're right. I know what she told me. Can't start down myself now. Let's stay focused. We need to talk to Fisher as soon as possible. It's still early. We should keep investigating the other cars until tonight, when he comes back here. Who knows? Maybe we'll run into somebody else who could tell us something about him. Or Alma. Thank you for your time. No problem. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Yeah, I like how her bang isn't that straight. That's a nice, Alright, back to... Should we go storage car? Nice. I was gonna say a nice cut. Is that... Alma. Is there an Alma in your thing? Nope. Nobody named Alma registered here. Ah. Kind of surprising, actually. That's a pretty common name around these parts. And Fisher. Fisher. Nope. No Fisher here. Oh. It's an old man who told one of the train attendants his name was Fisher. You sure there's nobody with that name registered? I'm completely sure. The list don't lie. Well, it doesn't lie. Do you know where this Fisher is now? No, but we were told he might show up in the observation car tonight. Good to know. Maybe I'll have a little talk with him tonight. Heck, maybe I'll even bring that detective with me. I wonder what Emma thinks about this development. I should ask her. Once I have nothing left to ask this part about. Well, I have nothing left, so let's talk. What do you think, Emma? No, I was just thinking about Fisher. There's just so many strange coincidences about him, you know. He's from Gambrika, like the murder victim from the hotel. He knows someone with the same name as the missing woman. To top it off, he might even be registered for this train. Just who is he? Well, I guess we'll just have to ask him ourselves when he stops by the observation car tonight. We still have some time to kill. Is there anything else we have to do? I don't think we need to ask Apollo about anything else. Should we go back to the lounge? Let's see what we find. Is it evening? Is it evening? Is this evening? It's time to get late. Looks like the bartender's back and who's down the booth is Daltrey and Professor Martin, looks like. Bigger hands. Oh, hello you two. How are you both? Hi, Professor. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Yeah, all good. Was that detective you were just talking to? Oh, yes, he just came to see me about an hour ago. He's still investigating the case from the hotel, you know. I think this train may be connected somehow. Frankly, it all seems a bit fantastic to me. My understanding is that he tends to speak with everyone on board, so I invited him to speak with me here, over some coffee. How's the investigation going? Did he tell you about much? No, not that much, and I'm afraid I wasn't able to be much of help. I only know as much about the incident as the police were telling me that night, after all. If I had to guess, I'd say he doesn't have any leads, or many leads. It's entirely possible he's been on a wild goose chase this whole time. Still, he is quite determined. He just left to look for more passengers to speak to. I say I hope he finds what he's looking for, but... Well, I suppose I'd rather he didn't. After all, I feel much better if this train didn't have anything to do with a murder. Probably feel better with a more competent detective on board, if I'm being honest. Well, I'll be going back to my cabin now. Is everything alright, Professor? Oh, yes. I'm feeling a tad under the weather these past few days. I do hope I'm not coming down with something. There's nothing to worry about. Don't stay up too late, you two. We won't. Good night, Professor. Good night. Right, Jeff, let's talk to the bartender. Alright. I think I know what his profession is, sir. Well, you're back. Have you determined that Monty's farewell occupation was? Yeah, I think so. Well then, let's hear it. Please don't be... Alright, oof. If it said ringleader, it would be no magician. That is correct. On one time, the man was a very popular and successful magician in Vendreka, at least as far as magicians go. So, what happened to him? Don't tell me an accident. Okay, yes, you win, I'll tell you. Once he was still performing as recently as a year ago, his act was quite a popular tourist attraction. Part of his gimmick was that he never speak. He'd give himself an air of mystery, so he's like Teller. Teller from Penn and Teller? His act was mostly standard tricks, impossible escapes and such. But one night, something terrible happened. While some magic tricks look dangerous, the audience typically assumes there are plenty of safety precautions in place to prevent injury, but while that's largely true, many tricks actually are quite dangerous and require pinpoint timing and skill from the performers. One night, Monty's show was running late, and in his haste to get on stage, he neglected to perform a routine safety procedure. As a result, Paul Full became trapped in a box that was just to be crushed by a large wave. He very easily could have died. When he realized he could not escape, he actually shouted for help from inside the box. The assistants pulled the box from safety moments before the wave came crashing down. I suspect help was the first word Monty had uttered in years. It took them an agonizing long time to pry the box open, with Monty begging for his life the entire time. And the audience watching in horror as it became clear that this was not part of the act. The rest of the night's performance was cancelled, and shortly after, the story became something of a tabloid curiosity. In his trouble, Monty became a laughing stock. To make matters worse, no venues would book his act any longer, believing it to be too unsafe. Yeah, that makes more sense. The laughing stock thing, I think that's a bit, I don't really know if that's a bit true. If that would happen in real life. Monty hasn't performed ever since, and the public has largely forgotten about him. Him not getting any more gigs because it might be unsafe? Yeah. I remember I recognized him the moment I saw him. Oh my, that's so horrible. We saw some of the props from his act in the storage car. What do you think he's trying to do? Maybe sell off? If I had to guess. I think he wants to start fresh in a country that is unfamiliar with his history. Oh man. His career may be over in Vendreka, but the baggage from his incident shouldn't follow him all the way to London. I just don't know how he could afford such a move. The man hasn't worked in a year, and frankly, he must have saved up then. His wife may live like they're rich, but I don't think Monty was bringing home millions from his act. The supposedly glamorous lifestyle has likely always been a facade. But, well, I suppose that's none of my business. This is all I am able to tell you. If there's anything else to discover, you'll have to discover it yourself. Alright. Well, a sad story. I feel so bad for him. Yeah, it sort of raises more questions than it answers, though. And we still don't know what Vida and Monty have to do with Alma, if anything. Yeah, there's still a piece of the puzzle missing. But at least we're making some progress, alright? It's just about nighttime, Jeff. Do you think Mr. Fisher might be in the observation car by now? He's the last person who may have seen me and Alma together. There are just too many coincidences for him not to be connected to all of this somehow. I have a feeling he might be holding big. Something big. Alright. Yeah, he was so excited when he performed his card trick for us. Yeah, I guess he wanted to show the magic, huh? After a year of absence. Absence? Is that it? Absence? Yeah, a year of absence. Okay. Well, let's go back to the car then. Observation. It's gonna be nighttime. After might be ending soon. Alright, just the two of them there. There he is, right on schedule. Alright, here goes nothing. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, can I help you? Yes, can I help you? You're Mr. Fisher, correct? Or do you know who I am? Oh, these two wanted to talk to you earlier. I think they were looking for something. Doesn't seem pleased. Look, this is Fisher. Up close, he seems kind of frail. Not much of a talker, huh? Just talked to him, Jeff. Yeah, I did. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, Anushka. I don't remember. I can't help you. Yeah, this guy's got a big part, doesn't he? Not very talkative, huh? You didn't want to talk to Detective Daltrey either. What is he hiding? Let's ask him about Alma. Maybe that will get him talking. How do you know that name? It's the name of the woman we're looking for. Does it ring a bell? I don't know anything. Stop asking me questions. I can't help you. Yo, he looks so like... that touched a nerve. Eyes widening. He looking scared. Mr. Fisher, are you okay? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Alright, wait. Ugh. He still won't talk to us. Alright, I'll knock him out then. Alright, he's really nervous. Should we tell him that we know he's not registered for this train? Yeah, let's threaten him. I don't know, Emma. Let's press him just a little further. Yeah, I know he's hiding something. He must know something about Alma. He just has to. I'm nervous about pushing him too far, but Emma's right. We need to know what he knows. No, yeah, story. Yo, he's looking more shocked now. Deer in the headlights. What do you want? Why are you harassing me? I don't know anything about that or anything else. I have nothing to do with that. I'm Mr. Fisher. It's okay. We're just trying to find out what happened to Alma. We don't. You leave her out of it. What happened there? He ripped my shirt or something? I know nothing. I will tell you nothing. Mr. Fisher, calm down. Everything will be okay. Well, we got a side profile here, Mr. Fisher. You know you're not registered for this train. And so does the porter. You may already be looking for security. Emma. Not registered. Is that true, Mr. Fisher? There's no reason left for you to hide anything from us. Please. We just want to find Alma. We've got heartbeats. I won't go back. You can't make me go back. Oh shit. Oh shit, he's pulling out his magnum. Revolver, whoa. This is interesting. Yeah, this reminds me of like Police Notes, right? I have a gun. They're coming in closer. I'll... Oh my god. Stay back. I'm warning all of you. Oh shit. Yeah, the best time to save now, no? Oh my god. Think. He's got a gun. I don't know what to do. I'm so scared I can't even move. Yeah, if I'm held at gunpoint, yeah, it's a tense situation. Discuss. I don't know if we can discuss. We can discuss. Look at the notes. No, alright, let's think. If we don't do something quick, he might. But what should we do? Let's check on Fisher. He looks scared. Does he think we're trying to hurt him? Maybe this is all just a misunderstanding. It might be, yeah. Maybe I could reason with him. Mr. Fisher, you don't have to do this. We're not trying to get you in trouble. We're just looking for someone. Shut up. You're trying to trick me. You can't make me go back to Vendreka. You can, I won't. Why is he so afraid to go back to Vendreka? Be quiet, go away. Right now, or I'll... This thing. It's no use. He's not listening. Is Emma okay? Mr. Fisher, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I mean, we're not, shut up. You can't fool me. I remember you now. You two were talking to that detective. You're with the police. He's gonna take me away. He's gonna take me back and then I'll... Oh, no, I won't let you. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, it's getting tense. Look at the notes. No, let's not pull that. You have I'm scared. Let's think. What should I do? I'm gonna knock him out. He looks terrified, but why? He doesn't want to go back. Mr. Fisher, we're not with the detective. This is just a misunderstanding. You don't have to do this. I don't have a choice. If I go back to Vendreka, I'll be killed. They'll kill me, just like they killed Maxwell. Maxwell? Whoever heard that name? Drop the gun. Oh shit. Oh shit, he's got his 9mm. Detective's got the pistola. It's over, Fisher, drop it. Oh shit, I don't want bloodbath happening here. I'm finished. Drops the gun. No bullets. Alright. Mr. Fisher. Mr. Fisher, I searched your cabin and found your boarding pass. It's a forgery. Yeah, this ticket was stolen, was it not? Yes. Just a moment ago, you said if you went back to Vendreka, you'll be killed. Like Maxwell. Did you mean Edison Maxwell, the lawyer? Yes, that's right. Of course, Maxwell was the lawyer. He was found dead yesterday. I knew that. Yeah. The lawyer that Otto Keller, the victim from the hotel, used to work for. I think you better explain yourself. What are you doing on this train? Oh, yeah, don't tell me. No, but I don't think you killed. Do you ever forgive me for this? Yes, Mr. Fisher. Of course we forgive you. I need to explain from the beginning. I came to Vendreka 25 years ago with my wife and my young daughter from my home in Gambrika. Oh, there we are. They're very young Mr. Fisher, huh? Is that even his name? Our life in Gambrika was very challenging. So we came to Vendreka in hopes of making a better life for our daughter. We were led to believe that Vendreka would be our promised land. Our trouble would be over when we finally arrived, but no. I don't think so. But that was a lie. We find that opportunities for Gambrican immigrants were far and few between. Or few and far. And we were not welcome with open arms as we thought we would be. Truth is, we struggled as much in Vendreka as we did in Gambrika. It was very hard to make ends meet. Yep. Makes sense. And it only got harder for my wife when my wife fell ill. Oh no, let me take a drink. Ah, passed away. I tried my best to be a good father to my daughter, but I know I made many mistakes. When she grew older, she met an Englishman who wanted to take her away to London. She begged me to let her go, but I was afraid of losing her. I said some things I shouldn't have said. It doesn't matter. In the end, she left without saying a word. My life hit rock bottom, and that's when I met him, Maxwell. He introduced himself with a proposition. He would pay me a sizable sum if I spied on my employer for him. I had been working as a gardener for a Vendrekan senator for a few years. I don't know why, but Maxwell wanted information on him. Couldn't say no. I needed the money. I could barely support myself as it was. Every Sunday night, I would meet Maxwell at his home to tell him what I had found. He would pay me and I would go. It seemed harmless enough. This went on for a few months until one day, I received a letter in the mail. It was from my daughter. I hadn't heard from her in over 2 years. Couldn't believe it. She told me that she had just given birth to a daughter. And she named her after her grandmother. My wife. She named her Alma. Suddenly I was overcome with guilt. What had I become? Spying on a politician for a crooked lawyer? I hardly recognized myself. How could I face my daughter? How could I face my granddaughter knowing what I have done? That Sunday I resolved to tell Maxwell that I wouldn't spy for him anymore, but he Croaked, I'm guessing. If you, oh no, never mind. He did. He did it when he was alive. He refused. He threatened me. He said if I stopped, he would use his connections in the government to have me deported. He had me trapped. Yeah, he got you good. What could I do? How could I refuse? I had to keep spying for him. But at least for now, I had a goal. I would save up my money and buy a ticket to London. I would escape. I would find my daughter. I was so close. I only needed a few more payments for Maxwell and I would be finished. But then, I went to his house 2 nights ago and he was, yeah, dead. I panicked. I ran as fast as I could and then it hit me. Somebody must have found out about the spying. They've got to Maxwell first, but I must be next. I had to escape. So I came to the station and well, you know what I did. Pickpocketed someone. Or stole it. I don't know how I did it, but pickpocketed, took someone's ticket unbeknownst. I never thought I'd been found out. When I left the station, I was sure I was free. Nope, you got the random detective walking in, and you got us trying to find the mysterious woman. I'll soon be in London, reunite with my daughter and her family. Hey, maybe you could stay there. Oh, Mr. Fisher. What a story. The senator you were working for, what was his name? It was Senator Gordon. Oh. Senator Gordon. That's, yeah. Marlon's friend. That's the person who funded this. Yeah, Marlon's old friend. Oh, sir. I'm begging you. Please. Please let me stay in London. Don't make me go back to Vendreka. Just want to see my daughter. I just want to meet my granddaughter. Just want to meet Alma. I think Daltrey would give him the pass, no? When we arrive in London, you'll have to come back with me on the first train back to Vendreka. I promise that no harm will come to you when we return home. I understand. Oh, detective, can you let him stay? I know he's broken the law, but it isn't up to me. If the rest of you wouldn't mind, I'd like to speak with him alone for a while. Jev, let's go. Oh, okay. Serious stuff. And Alma. Yeah, Fisher's Alma is a different person entirely, so we don't know anything about her. Fisher, yeah, passed away from an illness. Gordon. Yeah, I wonder what Marlon thinks about this. Should we discuss? Yeah, let's go, right? Back to the cabin. Yeah, is that my radio? I don't think so. Might be the trains. I feel so ashamed of myself. I was so sure he knew something about Alma. I thought if we cornered him, we could get him to talk, but it was just a coincidence. And now he won't get to be reunited with his family. Oh, Jev. It's all my fault. I don't think it's her fault. It's alright, Emma. I think we both went a little too far. I really feel bad for Mr. Fisher, but it just seems like such a good lead. How could I ever apologize for this? I don't know what to say. Let's take a step back. We got information today. We can worry about Mr. Fisher later. I mean, he did steal a ticket. I mean, he was going to catch up to him somehow. But, yeah, I mean, alright, she's still waiting for us to find her, remember? It's alright, it's alright. There's no need. That was no one's fault. No one's fault in this situation. We pressed the matter because we thought it was the Alma. You know, if the mysterious woman, if this game didn't even happen, we wouldn't be, we would have been sleeping soundly. I would have finished my term paper by now. Alright, let's finish review what we learned today. Alright, seems like a somber note, isn't it? This, just like last time. Alright, let's review. Very somber. Alright, got off to a bad start. Yep, lost the ring. Just my cabin for an hour, but couldn't find it anywhere. Still feel so stupid for leaving it. It's okay, Emma. We're still able to investigate without him. Yeah, we still need to find the other people who might have seen me and Alma together when we went to the lounge car and looked for him. We started with those golfers, Dennis and Palmer. Unfortunately, neither of them remember the thing about me or Alma. They were too busy arguing about putters or whatever. Whoa, I felt... You heard that? That was like my chair. I need to get a new chair, actually. Office chair. A gaming chair. I was looking into fractal what's his name? Fractal design? Is that what they call it? They have the fractal design. Is it, what's it called? Fractal design refine, I think it's called. Oh, the Thunder 3 Flex Pro, whatever it's called. But they're like $300, $400. That's so much. Alright, so what did I think about Dennis's theories about what happened? I agreed it would make sense if she was not in Trey. I think all his theories were completely ridiculous. Maybe. Honestly, you're right. They all sounded pretty hard to believe. Maybe this whole thing is ridiculous. Anyway, after we finished talking with them, we ran into Mr. Fisher for the first time. He's trying to get away from Daltrey. It seemed pretty suspicious. Yeah, it was. Fisher left quickly and Daltrey went back to his investigation. So around this time, we talked to the bartender. Yep, and that creep made us a deal. That creep. We could correctly guess what Monty's former job was. He tells us a bit more about the two of them, Monty and Vida, I mean. Gosh, after everything that happened tonight, I almost completely forgot about those two. We tried talking to them again, too, but that didn't go so well. Yeah, only Monty was around at first, and well, he's a man of few words. There's one thing that seemed to resonate with him, though. You remember what seemed to catch Monty's attention? Yeah, the deck of cards. As soon as we showed it to him, he performed a little card trick for us. It was very charming. Then Vida came back and kicked us out. I felt a bit bad for Molly at the time. He seemed so happy before she came back. Anyway, the card trick was a pretty solid clue about what Monty's former job was. It was finding all of his things in the storage card that really clinched it. Cage, a weird box, a suit of armor, a guillotine. What's the suit of armor for? I don't don't know about that one. He was a magician. He was a mime. There's probably mind magicians now. Alright. It's just, if Monty's been out for a job for so long, could the two of them really afford a luxury suite on this train? Maybe it must be Vida. Must be rich or something. We must be hiding something. We just need to get them to talk to us somehow. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe Vida is just like riding on the coattails. Maybe Monty has some shady business or something. Alright, we asked the train attendant in the observation car about him. She told us how excited he was to see his family in London. And that he mentioned to her something about a woman named Alma. Even that jogged my memory. The woman we've been looking for wasn't... her name was Alma, I'm sure of it. I'm certain Fisher must have known something about her, but it turned out it was just a coincidence. The Alma that Fisher was talking about isn't the same Alma. You know who it was? His wife, yeah. Oh, yeah, technically right, yeah. I saw the granddaughter click too quick. It was two people, yeah. My bad, guys. I pressed his wife, and then, yeah, whatever. Saw the second or third option there. It was so sad, Jeff. How could we be so stupid? It's okay, Emma. We had other reasons to be suspicious of Fisher, remember? Yeah. Because of what we learned from the pod in the storage car. Yeah. I think I need to cross my legs. I am. My butt's aching. Yeah, I've been I bought a seat cushion. You know, in the meantime, after finding a new chair. You know, trying to save up for a new chair. What's the problem, Jeff? Wait, hold on. Let me talk about the chair first. Yeah, Bosch seat cushion is working pretty well. Memory foam, but I feel like I'm leaning onto one side, maybe because of the chair. Because I haven't chair, like one of the screws fell out. I couldn't find the Allen key. Where is that screw? Is a good question. But yeah. Alright, so the pod was stowaways, yeah. Maybe I'm leaning on one side. Yeah, I'm feeling my left cheek. The left butt cheek. Getting a little achy. Need to pull my weight on the right side. Alright, all that was left to do was talk to ourselves. Oh, here we go. This is such a good... I like this art right here. Yeah. This reminds me, like, actually... It is like Police Note kind of style, no? It's not a lot of games that was like Police Note back in the day. I think there was another game. I forgot what it was called, but... There's not too many of them. Daltrey appeared in the nick of time to de-escalate the situation. Turned out the gun wasn't loaded anyway. He was just really scared. He was working as a spy for Maxwell, the lawyer whose death Daltrey is investigating. And that he may be killed too, so he stole a train ticket in order to escape. He also told us about the circumstances that led him to his point. I can't believe everything Fisher has been through. I don't know the conditions for Gabrican immigrants were so bad. I didn't get the impression from Marlon at all. Yeah, that's what happens when you have that cash, right? That makes sense. The immigrants of Gambrican, and actually the Gambrican people are just basically whatever they're called. Vendreska. Why am I not saying it right? Where's my notes? Vendreka. Vendrekan, yeah. It was basically Vendrekan 4 years ago. When they were still in... Well, was fully occupied. Military. I was gonna say militariska, because like, that's not a word. Didn't tell us they were still struggling. But the military was still occupying, and they still are. Of course they have a bad look on them. It was who Fisher was involved in. And also, the split off wasn't even in... It was just like a... Oh, who was Mr. it was, what's his name? Gordon. I don't know how to spell his name. Oh... Whoa, this thing. God with capital D. Is it Gordon with a O or E? Hope it's not O. I have a feeling it is an O, but... Where's the end? This is not a QWERTY keyboard. Alright. Alright, so now. My bad, guys. God damn it. After that, Daltrey told Mr. Fisher that he couldn't stay in London. That they were both going to Vendreka. I guess that means he'll be arrested. Yeah. That was the most serious I've ever seen Daltrey. It was a little airy. Well, yeah, that's true. I think that's everything. Jeff, what's going on? I don't know. We only have one day left until we reach London. We found out so much, but still no sign of Alma. We're at the end here. What should we do? It's been a long day. I think we should get some sleep, but tomorrow we need to find Mr. Fisher again. We still have a very important question to ask him. But yeah, with everything that's been going on, I almost forgot why we were looking for him in the first place. He's the only person left. You might remember seeing me and Alma together in the lounge car. We still need to find out what Vida and Monty are hiding too. It'll be okay, Alma. We can still get to the bottom of this. Then we're going to go to bed now, Jeff. I want to be alone for a bit, if that's okay. It's okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. God. I've never seen her like this, so shaken up, huh? I have such a sick feeling in my stomach. What is going on here? I think I'm a little scared to find out. Alright, chapter 3. On to chapter 4. How many chapters? I think there might be 5 chapters. Maybe 6 if we're lucky. Ugh. Or shall I yawn properly? I feel like I was about to yawn. What time is it? Wow, it really is pouring out here. Is that the rain? Can I hear it? Hold on. I don't hear it. You guys could probably hear it. I like that effect though. That's a good effect. I like some animations in my pre-rendered background. Check. What a deary day. It's 10 AM. Emma's late again. It's pretty unlike her to let me sleep in. I figure she wanted to start investigating right away, although maybe she's not really in the mood after what happened last night. 10 o'clock is not early morning, guys. I'm gonna tell you that. listen to anything on the boombox right now. Maybe later. I think here, do we have a picture of... Oh, my hair's a mess. I really need to wash it again. Oh yeah, there's no showers in here. There's probably... Maybe now there's showers. I don't even know back then. Yeah. Alright, let's go out. I think. Ah, I get it. I know where she is. There's only one person Emma would trust enough for advice when she's feeling down, and that's Martin. I'll bet I'll find her if I go to his cabin, and then we don't see her. Alright, yeah, they're here. Oh, hello, Jeff. Good morning. Oh, hi, Jeff. Hey, guys. I thought I might find you here, Emma. I was surprised you didn't wake me up hours ago. Oh, yeah. Have a seat, Jeff. Emma and I was just having a conversation. You two have quite the adventure these past few days, I've gathered. Oh, I guess Emma told him what's been going on. My, where to begin? Emma told me the two of you have been looking for a woman named Alma, who evidently went missing on the day of our departure. She told me about your investigation, the many places you've been explored, the people you've spoken to. She told me about the incident last night with that Fisher gentleman, or finding a deal. I'm so glad the two of you are safe. It makes sense to me now. The ring you showed me yesterday, you believed it may belong to this Alma. I wish the two of you would have confided in me earlier. Perhaps I could have helped somehow. I'm sorry, Professor. I already felt terrible about making this Jeff's problem. I didn't want to make it yours too. But that's what I'm here for, isn't it? It's my job to help, not just with your studies, but with anything you may need. So what do you make of all this, Professor? I must confess, it's a lot to process. I'm not quite sure what to think. All of this, on top of that detective investigating some very serious crimes. There's certainly something unusual happening here. I feel it would be best for all of us to remain level-headed. There must be an explanation, and I am certain in time it will become clear to all of us. Professor, there was something Fisher said last night I wanted to ask you about. I told you that Fisher was being forced to spy on a Vendrekan politician by a lawyer named Maxwell. The man he was spying on was his employer. He said it was Senator Gordon. Senator Gordon? Isn't that the name of your friend? The one who invited you to Vendreka for this trip? Yes, that's right. What if Martin's like the bad guy? I don't think so, but it'll be an interesting twist. Well, the idea that Fisher know Gordon doesn't exactly necessarily surprise me. As I told you the other night, Senator Gordon works extensively with Imbrican refugees. If Fisher's can break... why am I not saying this correctly? Hold on, maybe I need a drink. I think I've messed up my throat a bit. Not into sore throat territory, but... maybe we are in sore throat territory, actually. I think after this session, I'll rest the voice. How the idea that Fisher gentleman was spying on Gordon? That is alarming. Can't imagine why someone would want to spy on Gordon, however. I thought that this Maxwell character was using a downtrodden man like Fisher for a thing. Or such a thing. It's just... what? Unconscious... You know, unconscionable? Unconscious. Is that... that's not conscious. Conscious. Yeah, unconscionable. Yeah, I'll say that. Unconscionable. Listen to me, you two. How about inconceivable? I know that I can't stop you from doing what you want to do, but please, be careful. It will give me tremendous peace of mind to know what you two weren't involved yourselves in something potentially dangerous. I just ask you to be sensible. I don't think I could bear it if anything happened to you. We understand, Professor. Thank you for joining me for breakfast, Emma. And thank you for staying to chat, Jeff. I know that things may seem uncertain right now, but I do believe we are in good hands with that detective on board. I'm sure everything will be sorted out before we arrive in London tonight. Until then, well, just stay cautious. I'll see you both tonight. When we disembark, don't forget to begin packing your things. We'll be arriving before you know it. We will, Professor. Hey, Jeff, can we go back to your cabin for a bit? Sure. Let's go. Hey, Jeff. Are you alright, Emma? I just want to apologize. I'm sorry I went to talk to Marlon without you. It's just... after last night, I felt so guilty for what I did to Mr. Fisher. It made me start questioning everything I've been doing. I was so embarrassed. I didn't want you to see me like that. You know, when I first realized Alma was missing, I thought about going to Martin for help right away, but the past few years, I've depended on him so much. Whatever problems I had with school, stress, work, anything really, he's always been there for me when I needed advice. So this time I thought I'd find another way. I wouldn't make it his burden. I wouldn't ruin his trip with my problems. I really thought I could get through this without him, but, well, I guess I couldn't. It's okay, Emma. There's nothing wrong with asking someone for help, especially after everything you've been through. If it makes you feel any better, I'm glad you asked me. Thanks, Jeff. So, where do we go from here? Martin was very polite, but I can tell he's skeptical. I don't think he really believes me. And I don't know, maybe he's right. After everything that's happened, I can't help but feel like we might be in over our heads a little bit. Maybe we should just leave everything for Detective Daltrey to sort out. Hang on a sec, just readjust myself. Alright, I did a loud burp. Did that. Alright, that felt a little bit better. What do you think, Jeff? What should we do? Continue our investigation. I know Martin wants us to stay safe, but I feel like we've come far to call it quits now. We still have a lead to chase, remember? Yeah, I know. Mr. Fisher, we still need to ask him if he remembers seeing me and Alma the other day. If nothing else, I think we should at least see what he has to say, don't you? Okay, you're probably right. I guess I couldn't hurt to check with him just to be sure. At this point, I'll be surprised if you remember seeing Alma. If nothing else, I'd love to apologize to him for last night. How about we ask the observation car attendant if she knows what happened to him last night? Any excuse to see her again, huh? Oh, give me a break. It's okay, Jeff. I'm just teasing you. I think it's a great idea. Just let me know when you're ready. How are you feeling? Much better, thanks. I think I just need to talk through everything. Still feel guilty about how I handled things last night, but it's in the past now. Still, I'd like to apologize to Mr. Fisher as soon as we get the chance. I know nothing I could do can undo what happened, but I think Mr. Fisher seemed like a decent guy. I'd say he'll be feeling today, but I think he'll understand. I think so too. Alright, let's head over to the observation car. Oh, did I just like tweet my leg? It's the attendant, wait. Ah, it's Mr. Fisher. He's already here. That's so lucky. Should we speak? No, I speak to Fisher. Mr. Fisher. Oh, hello you two. I would like to sincerely apologize for my behavior last night. There's no excuse for me to cause such a panic. No, I'm the one who should apologize. It's all my fault that you can't stay in London. Oh, no. Everything that has happened, I brought it upon myself. I've made many mistakes in my life, but from this day forward, I'm determined to become a man worthy of my granddaughter. I know I will meet her someday. Mr. Fisher, I was really sorry to bother you, but would you mind if we ask you some questions? Not at all. What can I help you with? Should we check? How's Fisher doing? Looks like he's doing alright. All things considered. Mr. Fisher, do you remember sitting in the lounge car 2 days ago? It would have been around this time. That would have been shortly after the train departed, correct? Yes, I do believe I spent some time in the lounge car. I was so thrilled to have made it on board. I wanted to explore the whole train. Of course, eventually I found my way here, which is my preferred spot. Do you by any chance remember seeing me there? Me and another woman? Oh, I'm not so good with faces, but let me think. I'm very sorry, I just can't remember. Oh, you can? I know it must be strange, given that Maxwell was paying me to be observant, but I must confess, well, my memory isn't just what it used to be. It's hard for me to commit small details to memory unless I really try. I'm afraid I don't recall seeing you before last night. Sincerely apologize. Emma's like, oh god, I'm gonna go crazy. I was like, oh no. This is it for me. Man, I can't believe it. Out of everyone, I really thought he'll be the one who would be able to help us. Is it really it? Do we really have nowhere else to go from here? Emma's being nice, but she must be pretty disappointed. How about Daltrey? I spoke with Detective Daltrey at length last night. I had no idea he was investigating Maxwell's death. And this was also the first time I heard about what happened to poor Otto. Well, it doesn't matter. I have any hard feelings. The detective is only doing his job. He was kind enough to allow me to keep my accommodations here, in spite of everything. How about Otto, you know? Yeah. Oh, you knew about Otto? It seems I was the last to find out. I don't know him well, but having worked with Maxwell for a while, we we did cross paths from time to time. He was Maxwell's housekeeper, in case you weren't aware. He was a very kind man. He was a Gambrican immigrant like myself, so I found him very easy to talk to. I think he was too killed. Maxwell introduced himself to me at a bar. I could tell he was troubled. The money he was offering was too good to pass up. I have no idea what interests Maxwell had in Center Garden. Frankly, I didn't want to know. At first, Maxwell just had me listen to Gordon's conversation and report back what I heard. Later, he got more daring and asked me to look through his documents, memorize them, and tell him what they say. I managed to do that without getting caught. If I'm being honest, I don't think Senator Gordon ever noticed my presence. He never suspected a thing as far as I'm aware. What's the discussion like? You okay, Emma? Yeah, I'm okay. Wanna keep talking to Mr. Fisher? Maybe you know something else you can help us? Well, if you want to, sure. Alma. You're saying you had tea with a woman in the lounge car that morning, and that her name was Alma. What coincidence. My wife's name was Alma. Yeah, you think it's his wife? I don't think so. It looks pretty young, but my daughter wrote to tell me she named her newborn. Whoa, what if it's like the future? Oh no, don't tell me it gets sci-fi over here. Well, I was very moved. What if the Alma is this guy's daughter in the future? My cooking. But to answer your question now, I'm afraid I don't ever remember seeing her. I'm very sorry. Alright, what else we got? Oh, nothing. We continue on. I'm sorry, I don't remember seeing her. What else we got? Otto? I remember him telling me how he and his wife started a family. I could tell he was struggling like the rest of us immigrants, but I always sensed nothing but optimism from him. He truly was a very kind man. Cool. I found Maxwell in exactly the same way Daltrey described him, sitting alone at his dinner table with a knife in his back. How pitiful. I can tell you much more. As soon as I realized he was dead, I fled the scene in a panic. Alright. I'm afraid I don't know why Otto was at the hotel 3 nights ago. The timing is remarkable. I found Maxwell dead the same night. The detective asked me if I thought Otto may have been Maxwell's killer. A terrible thought. Maxwell wasn't a good man. I assumed he had many enemies, but no matter what he may have done, I just couldn't see Otto as a killer. Not unless he truly has no choice. I had no choice. Alright, have a discussion. Okay. Do you remember anything else from when you were in the lounge car this morning? Anything else? Let me think. Oh, I do remember a rather strange couple coming in at one point. They were hard not to notice, very oddly dressed, and the woman made quite a show of her arrival. That must have been Vida and Monte. Oh, are those their names? I will admit, those two struck me as a little odd, but I didn't think much of it at the time. I don't think they stayed long, if I recall correctly. The woman went to the bar at one point and they left shortly after. That tracks with what the bartender told us. Yeah, she got a Chardonnay. Chardonnay. You're wondering what else the two of us talked about? Well, naturally, the detective wanted to know why I was spying for Maxwell. More specifically, what it was that Maxwell wanted to know about Senator Gordon. I told the detective everything I knew, anything to help track down whoever killed Otto and Maxwell. Hey, Gordon. You might think I knew Senator Gordon very well, having worked as his gardener for years, but what little of a relationship we had could be called strictly professional. He paid little mind to me and I paid little mind to him. At least when I wasn't spying on him. Even then, very little information Maxwell had me gathered made much sense to me, yeah. Think about some suspicious foreign corrections and payments he received many years ago. I beg your pardon, I shouldn't be telling you any of this. That would be terribly irresponsible. Of course. I really wanted to know. Alright, have a discussion. Hey, Jev. Yeah? I think we bothered Mr. Fisher enough, don't you think? Sure, but we still haven't learned anything new. Jev, I think maybe it's time to move on, you know? But Emma, what about Alma? Jev, I really appreciate everything you've done for me the past few days, really. You're a great friend, I really mean that. Just think it's about time I face reality. I'm the only one who remembers Alma, and after the 3 days of searching, we've turned up nothing proving she exists. No witnesses, no real evidence. Even the ring wasn't anything concrete. Really, all we've done is making things worse. It's really hard for me to accept, but I think maybe it was just a dream. I don't know. Come on, Emma, you can't be serious. I am. It's just what's more likely, you know? That there's some grand conspiracy going on where everyone either deliberately or unknowingly covering up Alma's existence. Or that I overheard Mr. Fisher talking about a person named Alma. How about you talking to someone after drinking some weird tea? It sounded so silly when you put it that way, right? I guess so, but it's alright, Jev. Honestly, it's a relief. Both of us had been distracted by this for long enough. I've barely even thought about my term paper, and besides, if there really is something funny going on here, we should Detective Daltrey will get to the bottom of it. I think I'm just tired of playing detective, you know? I just want to go back to being me. Can't believe this. What's going into her? Is she really giving up? I know things aren't looking too good right now, but... Ugh. I wonder, if I didn't have a term paper to procrastinate on, would I have believed her? Would have I believed this story at all if it wasn't coming from Emma? I don't know what that I'm ready to give up just yet, but... Okay, if you share that, I'm with you. Thanks, Jeff. How about we go back to your cabin and do some brainstorming for your paper? Or for our paper. We both have a lot of ground to make up. Sure, that sounds good. Hold on. Huh? Mr. Fisher. I just remembered something. There was something about that odd couple. I knew there was some reason I remember them. Alright. Saying you remember something about Vida and Monty? The music stopped though. Oh yes, I did remember something. It probably isn't anything substantial, just a bit of an odd interaction that struck me as a tad curious. That woman went to the bar while her husband waited in one of the booths. She talked to the bartender for some time. I remember seeing her hand the bartender some money, but I don't believe she ever had a drink. Never had a drink, no glass of wine or anything? Contradiction. No, certainly not. I watched her the entire time. You must think me to be rather rude, but I assure you, I was merely curious. Oh, that's alright. That changes things. That puts a spin on things. Sure, it was nothing. Perhaps the woman ordered a bottle of wine to be delivered to their cabin. No. Pretty sure she took it now. I'm sorry, this is all seem utterly trivial. Sincerely apologize for wasting your time. It's okay, Mr. Fisher. Thanks for talking with us. Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Fisher. This was my pleasure. I hope I was of some help to you both. If you need anything else, please don't hesitate to ask. Bye now. Is he chill? Kev? Okay, so I know I just told you I want to start investigating, and I mean it. Really, but both the bartender and Vida told us she had a glass of wine that morning. Mr. Fisher says she didn't have anything. I know Mr. Fisher's memory is a little spotty, but he seemed pretty certain about this. And if he's right, that means both Vida and the bartender lied to us. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I'm not saying this proves anything, but why would they both lie about that? Isn't that strange? And to that point, if Vida never had a glass of wine, then why did she give money to the bartender? Yeah, also, I don't think you... Again, as I come back, you don't take aspirin with alcohol, bro. I don't think you take aspirin with alcohol. I don't think alcohol, or even with paracetamol, is a no-go, bro. Especially she keeps saying that. Yeah. What do you mean? Think about it. With everything we know, if Vida never had a drink in the lounge car, then... You're right. This doesn't prove anything, but we need to talk to the bartender, right? What? With the headaches? We're back, baby. Alright, let's go to the bartender. And then he's not there. Sorry about that. Just hit my cover. See the bartender. We're running. You two again. Huh. It would appear these two golfers are my curse, but don't worry. I won't ask you to get rid of them from this place again. You look as if you want something from me. Can I interest you in some tea? No tea. We just want to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. More questions, huh? See in your eyes. Get the sense that there's something different from the last time. Is this guy from Gambrika? Oh, he's getting intense. Ask away. What's this? The afternoon after we departed, you told me Emma and that 3 people had all the drinks from you. You said those 3 people were Emma, who got the tea, Detective Daltrey, who got the beer, and a woman who ordered a glass of wine. Yes, that is correct. Alright. Well, Alma, you asking me about your dream woman again? Now you've given her a name? How creative. Well, I'm sorry, she didn't exist 2 days ago, she doesn't exist now. Alright, I'm gonna throw in Vida now. The one that ordered a glass of wine that morning, that was Vida, right? You met her after talking to you, she told us she got a glass of wine from you. Yes, I do believe it was her. My apologies, it was so long ago, I was having trouble recalling. Oh yeah, but he didn't recall. Yeah, but he was very certain that Alma didn't exist, huh? He was quick on that one, huh? Anyway, what does it matter? That wretched woman ordered some wine. Alright, let's go. Do you remember the old man that was here this morning? We departed? The old man, yeah. You mentioned to me, he seemed out of place. Ah, yes, him. That was Mr. Fisher. Me and Emma met him yesterday. Oh, did you now? Well, so what? Why should I care? He told us something kind of strange today. I remember seeing you talking to Vida that day, but he was adamant that you never gave her a drink. Oh. So what do you want to say, bartender? I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid your elderly friend is mistaken. I served the woman a single glass of wine. That is simply the truth. If that's the truth, why was Mr. Fisher so certain that you didn't? How should I know? Perhaps he's going senile. Then you call Mr. Fisher senile. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that rude? Rude? Didn't mean to sound crass. Just, well, I heard the Paul Full had an episode in the observation car last night. Yeah, this guy's a prick. This guy, you know, creep, but he's a prick. Now, I wouldn't trust his word. He probably doesn't even remember what he had for breakfast this morning. The woman ordered a glass of wine and I gave it to her. Simple as that. How much is your Chardonnay? You won't make it real? No, back to Vida. That's silly old man. What, customers? Smug as ever. Doesn't seem like he's about to change the story. No, but I think he knows we're onto something. We're so close. We're just... I believe Mr. Fisher. His word is going to be strong enough to crack the bartender. I wonder if there's another way we could prove that Vida never got a drink. Another way, huh? Think about it. We know for sure he's lying to us. We just need to check and find a way to prove it. We learned so much these past few days. Must be something we could use against it. Just keep him talking. Well, the cashier, no? Said 3. Yeah. No, he gave her money though. I'll put no for now. How about the bottles? Let's ask the wine. You want to know more about the wine we're serving? Sure, what you like to know? Price. Maybe a bit out of your league. A couple of $100. A single glass? Well, certainly more you'll be willing to pay. It'll be irresponsible for me to sell you to such an amateur. Aye, sure, jerk. Didn't want it anyway. Well, apparently, did he say anything interesting there? No. How about the brand, actually? Let's go back to the brand. Will he mix up the brand? Alpok Winery in Austria. It is a winery owned by a famous movie director. Man, what's that supposed to mean? Well, anyway, aside from being insulted, was there anything important in here? No. What's the next one? The type. Very kinds of red wines here. Merlot, Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon. You have a wine for any occasion. I think that is important, right? You said it was white wine Chardonnay, no? Wine type. So, you serve various kinds of red wines here. That's right. You only serve red wine, no white wine or anything? That is correct. The only kinds of wines we have available are red wines. Only red wine, huh? I wonder, that's it. Whoa, that's scary. That actually like spooked me a bit when Emma just, that's it. In the slap. You don't serve any white wine, not even, for example, Chardonnay. No, we don't serve Chardonnay. So what? So what? I'll tell you what. That's what Vida told us she ordered from you. Said what? That's right. She specifically told us she ordered white wine, the finest Chardonnay you had. Oh, that's just rich. Well, sure, you're not going to try to tell us that Vida can't tell the difference between red and white wine. Or that actually lie about something so trivial. No, you're right. That certainly is a contradiction. Oh, whatever I'll do, you discover my dark secret. Well, can you explain this one or not? Okay, you win. I'll tell you the truth. Sure, why not? You're right, I did not sell that woman a glass of wine. I did speak with her, but for some reason, I am not at liberty to say. We agreed that if anybody asked, we say she ordered some. Didn't expect that she'd choose to embellish her story later on. How utterly foolish. Well, there you have it, the truth. Are you satisfied now? Not quite, no. Oh? That's right, because if Vida didn't order a glass of wine, that leaves us with another contradiction. Well, I'm all ears. What is that supposed to contradict? Oh yeah, I'm checking the... This, maybe? Register. Told us this register tracks how many drinks are sold? Oh, did I say that? Well, perhaps I was mistaken. It must have read two. One for the girl, one for the detective. Not so fast. You let me take a look and I confirmed that it said 3. Oh yeah, that's right. It's silly me. Yeah, this guy's still smug at his lowest point, huh? The register confirms that 3 drinks were sold and if Vida didn't order one of them, then that leaves 1 drink unaccounted for. Why yes, I suppose it does. How curious. Let me guess, do you have a theory about to whom this elusive 3rd drink was sold? That's right, I do. Well, please, don't leave me in suspense. Who do you suggest at the 3rd drink? Alma? Who? Oh wait, of course, your dream woman. I should have guessed. Well, it's true, isn't it? You know, all this time, you've been accusing me of covering up the existence of this mysterious woman. But not once have you suggested any reason why I would do such a thing. Reason why? That's right, what on earth would I gain from lying to you? If it were true, all it would have given me so far was a few days of badgering from a couple of insolent tourists. I suppose I must give you some credit. You managed to discover quite a bit more than I expected to. You two. Let's hear it. If the person who ordered the 3rd drink was a dream woman, would have I lied you? Why would have I lied you? It's a big game to him, isn't it? He's right. We haven't been able to figure out why he's been lying. It's the final piece of the puzzle. Think. I don't know, man. Alright, let's save it here. Oh god, motive. Well, any theories? I need to think back of all the things we've been told the past few days. Who gave us the last piece of information we need to prove the bartender's motive? Shit. Why would he hide the yeah, I don't know, bro. Daltrey? Could be Daltrey, actually. Because the reason why it's not Fisher, I mean, we already solved that out. Emma, nah. Marlin. Who's Marlin again? Who is Marlin? Oh, Professor Marlin. Who gave us the last to prove the bat? Why would he hide it? Is it Fisher? Is it Marlin? Should we do Fisher? I mean, it could be Fisher. The reason why I want to put down... Well, he was just having a beer and he was just talking. I don't think so. Maybe it's Fisher. There was one more thing that Mr. Fisher told us about you and Vida. Something unusual. Oh, and what was that? He said that even though she didn't return with the drink, she handed you money. Oh, did he now? That seemed odd, doesn't it? Why would Vida hand you money if she wasn't ordering anything to drink? I don't know, you tell me. Alright, I will. Want to shut you up. That's the way Vida knew that you saw something. Something you didn't want you or anyone else on the train to see. She knew that Emma saw it too. What, is Vida Alma? It might be. So she paid you to pretend you didn't see it. You agreed, but you need to make sure there was no evidence to implicate either of you in the scheme. The cash register clearly showed that 3 drinks had been sold. So in order to hide one of them, you both agreed to pretend that Vida ordered a glass of wine. Probably would have worked too, if only Vida hadn't gone a little dramatic with her side of the story. Vida may have gone lucky that no other witnesses saw what she was trying to hide. But in the end, it didn't matter. Her story fell apart, and so is yours. I'm waiting for the punchline. Tell me, what did I see that I shouldn't fucking Alma know? You saw Alma, the missing woman. Yeah, damn, hands on the table. Emma shock. She shooketh. Alright, now he's going fun. This when you solved the case in Ace Attorney. the final when you did the final contradiction. When you presented your final piece of evidence. My, you do have quite an imagination, don't you? What a story. I'm impressed, really, I am. Chardonnay? Oh, that stupid woman. Well, what you have to say for yourself is all true, isn't it? I have to thank you both. You too have given me quite a bit of fun these past few days. In exchange, how about I give you this? This is the money that wretched woman paid me. I assume you're going to see her, yes? When you do, be sure to give that back to her and tell her that I changed my mind. After all, the amount was quite low, and to think I had to negotiate for more after her paltry first offer. In truth, I felt sorry for her, knowing how penniless she and her feeble husband truly are. My silence isn't cheap. Are you saying? Well, would you look at the time? I'm afraid I must take my break now. I think you two had better hurry up. You're running out of time, you know. What a wonderful rest of your trip. And good luck finding your dream woman. Yeah, this guy's weird. Jeff, did we just... Yeah, we did. Just prove that Alma is real. Can't believe this. I don't know what to say. To think I was about to give up. Really let him have it, Jeff. I've never seen that side of you before. Yeah, maybe I've got a little carried away. It was pretty cool. Cool? Cool. That wasn't pretty cool of me. Oh man. Heart is racing. I'm nervous, but... Cool. There's no time to lose. If we don't confront Vida and Molly now, you may never know what really happened to Alma. I want to scare you, bud. It could be dangerous, right? Whatever's happening here, it's just... You know what those two are capable of, or willing to do. You sure you're ready for this? Yes. Alright. I'm glad you are. Because I don't know that I am. Let's go, Jeff, to Vida and Molly's cabin. One last time. Alright, so we got them. How about Dennis and Palmer? How are those guys doing? I don't want to talk to them. Alright. Oh god, this is getting scary. I will not stand any more of this badgering, you loathsome pig. My husband and I are respectable, upstanding citizens. We contribute to society. Not that you understand anything about it. You sad, weak little man. Why don't you run along now? Perhaps you could find another poor, struggling immigrant to harass. Lord knows you dirty pigs have nothing better to do. Ugh. Can't even stand to look at your disgusting face for 1 minute longer. Do you understand? Get out. You obnoxious oaf. And mind your own business. Is it adultery? Oh man. What could this be about? Oh god. Detective. Oh. Hello again. What brings you two here? We were just here passing through. What about you? What's going on in there? Oh, you know. I was just investigating. Listen, as much as I'd love to stay and chat, well, quite frankly, I'm running out of time. We'll talk later, okay? Yikes. Guess that even seasoned police detectives are no match for a migraine-stricken Vida. Hopefully we have better luck. Gulp. Oh, we got her on the bad side. What a bother. Now, darling, I'm not sure why you won't just leave this to me, but if you truly must know, it's ace, king, queen, jack, in that order, okay? Don't forget. Alright, just descending order, huh? I'm not sure what they're talking about, but let's not get distracted. Don't worry, Jev. We can do this. He's pretty nervous too. We have to step up here. For Alma. Deep breaths. Should we take a drink of water? Yeah, well, alright, let's go. She's gonna be pissed when she sees us. It's like, not you two. Oh, what is it now? Oh, it's you two again. Wonderful, as if this day couldn't get any better. I must say, I'm simply in no mood for further confrontations. Can you make this quick? What do you want? We're sorry to bother you again. We just had a few questions we forgot to ask you before. If you don't mind, we could be out of your head in just a few minutes. Promise. Fine, fine. If it's about your silly imaginary woman again, you can forget it. We're on a lounge car. This morning, the train departed. You got a glass of wine in the lounge car, right? Haven't we been over this already? Yes, I had a glass of wine that morning. Glass of Chardonnay, right? Yes, that's right. The finest they had, made with grapes straight from the fields of Burgundy. Oh, it's from Burgundy now. She really can't help herself, huh? Ah, that's interesting. What's that supposed to mean? We just got back from the bar. According to the bartender, they don't serve any white wine here. Only red wine. What do you mean? He said they only serve... What do you mean he said they only serve red wine? That's... Yo, Monty's like, ooh. That's completely asinine. You really expect me to believe a story like that? It's true. We even asked if he had Chardonnay and he said no. I don't care what that creep told you. Maybe he ran out. That's what I ordered. I don't know what to tell you. Well, how about this cash and throw the cash on the fly? I guess she's not going to change the story that easily. I will show the money. How about Alma? Does the name Alma mean anything to you? No, I can't say it does. Money, does that name ring a bell to you? No, I don't think so too. Alright, let's throw the cash. Alright, wait for the right opportunity. Alright, we're not there yet. We need to break them. Get one of them to slip up, then we'll hit them with the evidence. Okay. Alright, let's go back in then. Had a glass of Chardonnay. I don't care what the bartender told you, it's true. Alright, is it discussing? No. Alma? Oh. I see where this is going. That's the name of your missing woman, isn't it? Didn't I tell you not to waste our time with that nonsense? You commoners really do not have no tact at all, do you? How was the discussion now? As expected, she is tough as ever. Yep, maybe we should approach this differently. She's going to tell us about Alma that easily. Not gonna. If we start somewhere else, maybe we could bluff our way to her admitting what really is going on. What do you mean? Well, we don't want to think we don't know who they are, but we do. If we show them that we know that, yeah, they might start worrying that we know more than we do. We'll gain the upper hand. It's a great idea. Keep pushing, Jeff. Make him sweat. I see this is... Alright, okay. No. Don't have anything... Alright, let's show the cash then. We won't finish yet. Alright, don't interrupt me, child. What else could you possibly ask us? Oh. Alright, here we go. Alright, I shouldn't be talking. I thought it was in the show. Alright. Excuse me? I don't see that any of your business. Besides, what does it look like to you? Could a poor person afford this jewelry or a luxury suite like this? Yes, Money and I obviously quite well off. Is that really true? Not from the cash in my pocket, it is. What's that supposed to mean? What's this about the storage car? Found some weird items in there. The pilot told us they belonged to a short man in a funny hat. Was that you, Monty? Magic. Oh, she's shocked. That was a really fun card trick you showed us the other day, Monty. You did what? Monty. Alright, what do you think? What do you do for a living that you can afford such luxurious things, Monty? Don't answer that. Oh, they could anyway, but... I'm sorry, I'm just curious is all. I'm sensing a smug satisfaction coming from you. It is most unbecoming. Enough of this. Tell me, right now, what do you want to know? Out with it. I've had enough of these games. Just explain yourselves. Now. Now. We heard there was an accident. You're a magician, Red Money. Around a year ago, there was an accident during a performance. It ruined your career. The accident could have been fatal, so you gain a reputation for being irresponsible with safety. Be quiet. You lost your regular bookings and no other venues wanted anything to do with you. I said quiet. I won't listen to you disparage my husband, you ignorant twerps. Money is a genius. And he's a consummate professional. Consummate professional? That accident was not his fault, and the cowards that shunned him should be ashamed of themselves. How do you know all of this, anyway? We asked around. And that's not all we know. You have a witness who saw you in the lounge car the morning the train departed. Witness? Don't make me laugh. We were very thorough. We? Oh. I mean... Oh, I don't have time to have to explain myself to the likes of you. This is all nonsense. Our witness say he saw you hand money to the bartender. Leave without a drink. That's preposterous. I already told you I bought a glass of wine. Ask the bartender, he'll tell you. I show the money? Is this it? What? Is this? This is the money you gave to the bartender to keep his mouth shut. He wanted to give you a message. I believe it was, I changed my mind. That no good lying lower class big-eyed rat. Told us everything, Vida. And now you must tell us everything. You confirmed that you paid him to lie about seeing Alma. We know that you're hiding her. You can't lie to us anymore. It's over, Vida. You gonna get a breakdown? Huh. You must think you got us all figured out, don't you? Such arrogance. I don't think that what that bartender told you. Whoa, I think. I don't care what that bartender told you. We don't know a thing about me and, you don't know a thing about me and Monty. You want to know who was responsible for the accident that destroyed Monty's career? Because it wasn't Monty. It was me. I was his stage manager. It was my responsibility to ensure all safety protocols were followed for my husband's show. On that day, our performance was running late, so I skipped one of our procedures to get him out on the stage faster. I assumed it would be fine. It was fine every time before. I was careless. God, I could have killed him. Even though nobody was hurt, that kind of negligence should have been enough to have me arrested, but my husband took all the responsibility for the incident. He claimed he was the one who demanded we go on stage without following protocol. He refused to let me take the fall. His life was ruined because of me. I've not rested for a single day since it happened. I spent every waking moment trying to restore my husband's reputation to no avail. So, when an opportunity finally presents itself, I was going to let it slip by, you know. An opportunity to walk to London. There's nothing you could say that would make me jeopardize the arrangement I made. Besides, what do you really know about it anyway? What makes you so sure your mystery woman even wants to be found? Alright, you haven't thought about that at all, have you? My lord, how self-centered can you be? Listen to me, very carefully. You two are meddling in something that is far bigger than you know. Why, even Monty and I don't even know all the details. Forget about it. Everyone will be very much off. Yourselves included, got it? And you just tell me one thing. Yeah, why do you made him shut up? Is she safe? Told you. Forget about it. I'm not gonna stop until you tell me she's okay. If you don't, I'll cut it out, dear. You do what now? I'll tell the detective everything. He'll listen to us, he'll... That dopey cop. That's all you could think to do? By all means, tell him, it wouldn't matter. Because you don't have any evidence to support this ridiculous nonsense. Evidence? That's right, dear. It's all quite a fantastic story. As far as the detective is concerned, that is all it is. A story built on shaky testimony. The fact remains that you do not have the proof whatsoever that a woman named Alma was ever on this train. You never will. Because there's nothing to find. I'm guessing this is the ring. So what? Even without any evidence, I know Detective Daltrey will believe us. Come on, Jeff. Let's go find him quick. That won't be necessary. I have some evidence right here. Daltrey's here. What was that? Oh, is it Professor Marlin? Who could it be? Oh, it's Marlin. I have in my hands a wedding ring. Hold on, I need to get some water. Fortunately. Yeah, I was just out today. Got this water bottle to drink off from, okay? Would I be correct in assuming you two found it here in this cabin near the wedding ring? Professor Marlin. You. What are you doing? It seems like she knows him or something. The two of you were careless enough to lose her once. And, on top of that, you failed to notice that she dropped her wedding ring in your own cabin. My students here found the ring and have been searching for its owner ever since. They've proven to be quite resourceful, even without it in their possession. Surely by now you realize. There's nothing you can hide from them. Emma, Jeff, I'd like you to meet me in my cabin at once. We have much to discuss. I'll be waiting for you there. How are Vida and Monty? They're gonna chill? Vida. Monty? You don't need to lie anymore. Oh, Monty. You should go talk to Marlin. Damn. Alright, let's go. I've seen you two. It seems like it's going to be a long one. We've hit our session threshold. Professor, what's going on? Before I say anything, I just want to know how proud I am of the two of you. But you two, you're in a simulation. What if our desire to help a stranger speak volumes about your character. Truly, I'm lucky to be your teacher. Whether or not I am still worthy to be your teacher will be for you to decide. I've deceived you both. I know this is unforgivable, but I hope you'll allow me to explain myself. I know you must have many questions. I tend to answer them all. All I ask is that you trust me. I trust you, Professor. Please, just tell us what is going on. I told you that Senator God invited me to Vendrika, which was the genesis of this trip. And it's true, as was my desire to turn it into a valuable study experience for some of my brightest students. But Gordon wasn't simply inviting me here on a holiday. He had a request. It was about the woman you met, Alma. But now, I'm sure you realize that the truth of Vendrika's relationship to Gambrika is more complex than I initially suggested. That's true. It is certainly true that Vendrika has welcomed many Gambrican refugees into the country, but they do not live well. It pains me to admit, but my country has done little to integrate its growing Gambrican population in a way that permits them to thrive. There are those in the government that see the influx of Gambrican immigrants as a problem. A problem that needs to be solved by forcibly removing them from the country. Regrettably, those forces have tremendous support among the populace. As such, it is trivially easy for Gambrican refugees to be deported, no matter how small the infraction or how dubious the claim. The courts will almost always rule in favor of deportation for any Gambrican immigrant that is accused of even the most trivial of crimes. They come to this country to escape the tyranny of their home, only to end up right back where they started. It is a dreadful situation. That is awful. Yes. A woman named Alma is a Gambrican immigrant. Her husband committed a violent crime and was killed in the process. The police immediately went searching for her, but knowing what was likely to happen if she were found, she went into hiding. This is when Senator Gordon got involved, and when he asked for my help. Alma is not guilty of anything. However, should the police find her, she would certainly be deported. She will be forced to fend for herself in that violent place. Senator Gordon, hearing of her plight, quickly devised a plan to get her out of the country and to set her up with a new life in London. He needed my assistance to ensure the plan was a success, and I was more than happy to oblige. What do Vida and Monty have to do with this? You may have heard from the porter that stowaways are common on these trains. In truth, many of them are Gambrican immigrants looking to escape the same fate as Alma. As such, security has gone remarkably tight on any outgoing travel. All luggage is thoroughly inspected, especially oversized items that are placed in the storage cars. It is extremely difficult to smuggle someone out of Vendreka, and yet, sometimes, fortuitous opportunities do present themselves. I do not know how Gordon came to know that magician, but it turned out the two of them could help each other. As you certainly know by now, that magician's reputation in this country was ruined by a performance accident. He was looking for a fresh start in a new country, but lacked the funds to facilitate such a move. So I'm guessing Gordon supplied. Yeah, was more than happy to pay for all of his arrangements on one condition. The condition is that he hid Alma in one of his pieces of stage equipment, such that she could be transported to London without being discovered. It might be in the box then, right? It really is quite a novel idea. The magician's stage equipment is designed to look what is that? I'm assuming it's an innocent, obviously, and innocuous, but hides numerous secret compartments and exits. Innocuous? Is that innocuous? Is that how you say innocuous? It was difficult to get all the items past security without any such compartments being opened, without Alma being discovered. But Alma is hiding in one of the pieces of stage equipment. How did I meet her? Why was she in the observation car 2 days ago? The truth is, this entire process has been undeniably traumatizing for Alma. First, her husband is killed. Now she's being smuggled away from her home by strange people with whom she has no choice but to trust. I suspect she feels like the loneliest woman in the world. Perhaps, for a moment, that loneliness was too much to bear. Don't know for certain what her intentions were in coming out of hiding. All I know is that shortly after she met you, Emma, Vida and Monty found her and she agreed to return to the storage car to complete the journey as originally intended. And that is where she is right now. This is unbelievable. Professor Martin, how did you end up with her wedding ring? Why did I say it like that? Wedding ring. I'm not proud to say this, but I took it from your room while you slept, Emma. It was my intention that you two would not get involved in any of this business. I made the determination that assuring this was worth a breach of your confidence. See now that this was a mistake, and I regret all that I have done to hide the truth from you. I hope you two can forgive me. Now, I must make a request of you. Please, do not investigate any further. Do not tell that detective what I have just told you now. That detective. I do not believe he is as trustworthy as he seems. I do believe he has an ulterior motive being here, and I suspect it has something to do with Alma. Much like the courts, the Vendrekan police have little sympathy for Gambrican immigrants. If he were to find Alma, Yeah, I was assuming this guy was like an English, like from London, right? But no, he's from the Vendrekan police. Yeah. You would not hesitate to bring her back to Vendreka and have her promptly arrested. He's already suggested he'll do the same to another immigrant on board, yes? That man Fisher. Yes. I also have my suspicions about the case he is investigating. The man who was killed at the hotel, Otto Keller. You don't think? Detective Daltrey, he was the one who did it. Please. Emma. Jev. The only way that Alma will successfully complete her journey is if we pretend that everything is normal. That detective cannot find her. We cannot allow that to happen. Yo, it's getting tense. I can't believe that Professor Mann is involved in all of this. I never could imagine that he would be doing this kind of thing. I feel like I hardly even recognize him. Well, it was a request from his bro, no? Gordon. Okay, Professor. I'm sorry. I think I need to go back to my room for a little while. Oh, shit, man. After hearing all that, Daltrey is... Yeah, he's the #1 enemy here. Jev. Yes, Professor? I feel I need to apologize to you personally as well. Why's that? I feel that as your teacher, I've not given you the attention you deserve. I accepted you for this direct study program on Emma's recommendation. Yeah, I heard about that. Without it, I likely would have not allowed you to come on this trip. It isn't that I was unimpressed with your writing, but you haven't been my student for long, and it was my opinion that you weren't ready for this assignment. Emma thought differently, and she convinced me. Perhaps there was a part of me that still felt you weren't ready, and that you shouldn't have joined us. I believe I may have neglected your development, but knowing what you have assisted Emma with uncovering these past few days, I'm convinced that you are a man of tremendous character and intelligence. She was right. I was wrong. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I suspect that everything I have told you and Emma will have come as much more of a shock to her than to you. I have taught Emma for many years. She is a brilliant student. Yeah, that's true. And she most certainly thinks of me as her closest mentor. I have betrayed her trust in a way that I could never undo. No matter how good my intentions, I fear I will never truly regain it. Perhaps I don't deserve it. Please, look after her. Yeah, I will, Professor. Oh, shit. Should we stop now, or should we get to the next chapter? We talk? No. Think I should go. Alright, to the cabin. The thing is, Daltrey's got a gun, bro. Like an actual loaded gun. I think that's just about everything packed. Phew. I didn't think I had that much. Maybe I should have folded some of the clothes. Well, whatever, it's fine. Well, this guy just shoved it. Shoved it all in. We should have arrived in London in just a few hours. I can't believe it. This trip went way faster than I expected. This has been a pretty weird experience. I haven't even seen Emma since she left Mann's cabin earlier. Hope she's doing alright. Maybe I should go and check on her. I'll check my luggage. My luggage is such a mess. Did I let it get so chaotic? It's only been a few days. My hair looks fine. Well, let's go to Emma's cabin. Oh, hi, Jev. Hey, Emma. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm just finished packing my things. Are you here just to check up on me? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, that's very sweet of you, Jev. Thank you. Don't mention it. I just want to make sure you are alright after, you know, everything. I appreciate that. It's definitely been a lot, but I'm fine. Really. Feels like this trip went really quickly, doesn't it? I guess that's because neither of us really had a break since we departed. Tell me about it. I was planning on using this time to plan my term paper, but I haven't a single second to think about it. Oh, Jev, I'm sure you would have found a way to procrastinate on that, even without my help. Yeah, probably. How about this? I think Alma is in good hands, right? We shouldn't need to worry about that anymore, so... Why don't we spend the next few hours relaxing? We can go to the lounge car and get a drink or something. Maybe we could brainstorm ideas for our term papers together, or talk about literally anything else. What do you say? It sounds really nice, actually. Sure, Emma. Great. Let's enjoy ourselves. Talk about everything? I don't know, Jeff. I'm sure at some point the two of us should talk about what happened the past few days, but right now I kind of just want to relax, you know? Yeah, you're right. Now's not the time. Let's head to the lounge when you're ready. Oh, check. Check her luggage. My god. Look how neatly folded everything is. She had a heart attack if she saw my luggage case. Hair looks nice, Jeff. Trust me, you don't need to check on it. Got all the stuff here. Alright, Daltrey. Maybe what was wrong about Daltrey? Yeah. Daltrey isn't trustworthy. Who was the stage manager, she said? Yeah, stage manager. What a weird guy. You stop now. I want to get to the next chapter. Let's stop there. Or maybe we get ahead with the most dramatic thing. Oh no, here we go. New scene. You really think that, Jeff? I'm serious. Grocery store donuts are better in the winter. And I have a theory about why. In the summer, they get all mushy in storage because it's warm outside. But in the winter, they stay crisp. They taste so much better. I mean, sure, I believe you. It's just such a ridiculous thing to notice. Isn't? I mean, I guess so. Hey now, what we're laughing about here is adultery. Oh god. Is there something I said? Do I have food on my face? Oh. Hey, detective. Oof. Would have killed the mood, didn't I? Damn. Had to have out of that. Oh no, it's just, okay. How are you? Oh my, well, I'm still breathing and my hair isn't falling out yet, so all in all, can't complain much. Too much. My investigation appears to be in a bit of a bust though. I'm not looking forward to facing my bosses back home and telling them I got almost nothing. How about you two? Did you end up finding a missing one? Nah. I think it was in Emma's imagination. No, we didn't. It turns out I was mistaken. Oh, is that so? Well, darn. I was hoping at least one of us would have come up short on this trip. Oh, a bummer, right? No, it seems like something's on his mind. Alright, he's not just looking at Emma. Oh, well, no, I didn't have anything. Oh, alright then. Well, alright, let's check. He definitely has something on his mind. How come you asking about without looking suspicion? Come on, Emma, help me out here. I'm not sure what to say. So, I know your investigation didn't end so well. Did you enjoy the trip otherwise, Detective? Oh, I guess so. It's been a nice ride, but I'll admit, it's pretty hard to enjoy it when you're focused on work. True? I think I know what you mean. We aren't just here on vacation either. We had a pretty big assignment to worry about, right, Jeff? Ah, yeah, that's right. I guess worrying about classes is so different from worrying about work. Yeah. Something like that. Good small talk, Emma. Honestly, it was fun playing detective for a bit, but the Western one thing was just a really excuse to procrastinate on our papers. Now on, we're just going to leave it to the professionals. Oh no, yeah. Don't tell me you sussed her out. Altrey's acting a little weird. He seemed to react to Emma bringing up the missing woman. Possibly he already knows about Alma? That wouldn't be good. She could be in danger of being discovered. Alright, it's risky, but maybe I should go for it and press him for more info. If he does know something, we need to warn Martin. Shit. Hey, detective. Something on your mind? Just feel like I need to apologize as well. I've been entirely truthful with you two. How so? Oh, the truth is it's true that I boarded this train to continue my investigation to the murders of Otto Keller and Edson Maxwell, but well, to be more specific, I did because I was looking for someone that I was sure would be here. You told me about your missing woman the other day. I didn't think much of it first. But then, well, as unlikely as it be, in the back of my mind, I kept wondering if maybe we were just looking for the same person. Turned out to be nothing, of course. In hindsight, even the slightest hunch, it might have been something to do with my case. Should have kept me from letting you guys get involved. Instead, I let it go. I let you go on investigating, and because I did, you wound up with a gun pointed at you. God. I think about what might have happened if we were loaded. If it was someone other than Fisher holding it. It would have certainly a failure for me. It's not because I didn't find what I was looking for. It's because it allowed you guys to get into serious danger, and for that, I'm sincerely sorry. I'm not sure what to say. Detective, if you don't mind asking, who are you looking for exactly? Oh, well, alright. I guess there's no harm in telling you now. As long as you promise not to do anything with this information, of course. You promise. So he's looking for Alma. The person I'm looking for is Otto Keller's wife. Alma Keller. Oh. Alma Keller. Oh, that's where AK comes from. There you go, yeah. Well, as soon as we ID'd Otto, we found out he was married. So he had asked us to go to his house to talk to his wife, but she wasn't there. After I found the train schedule among Otto's belongings, it occurred to me that she might have been fleeing the country for some reason. So I made the impulse decision to get on board and chase our hunch. The boys back home still haven't found her, but, well, neither have I. So it looks like I was wrong. God, what a waste of time, right? I'm gonna go home completely empty-handed. I'll look like such a dope, won't I? I mean, more so than usual, huh? What about Fisher? Fisher? I mean, you said you were gonna go home empty-handed, but isn't he coming with you? No, Fisher isn't coming with me. When we arrive in London, he's going to stay. You're letting him stay? Listen, everything about this against my bird children. In fact, it might be the most irresponsible thing I've ever done, which is saying something. Saying something. That's what it means. Yeah. Fisher is guilty of some serious crimes. He's spying on Vendraken senator. On a Vendraken senator could be considered treasonous. If we went back to Vendraka, he faced a fate far worse than a slap on the wrist. I talked with him at length. He told me everything. I know this may sound a bit sentimental, but I believe him. He's just a decent man. He got away and over his head out of desperation. I can't in good faith condemn that man to such a horrible fate. How could I sleep at night, you know? As far as you know, there was no Fisher. And everything I just told you, forget about it, okay? Yeah, sure. I see, Daltrey. You know, you're a really good guy, detective. Ah, you think so? Well, sure. Maybe a good guy, bud. I'm a pretty lousy cop. Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt you two. It's like my ex-wife used to tell me all the time. Nobody likes a third wheel. I'm gonna go back, get some rest. It's been a long few days, hasn't it? If I don't see you, well, it's been a pleasure. I wish you both the best. Good luck with your lives. Jeff, do you think that Professor Martin was telling us the truth? I mean, I don't know. I think so. Why wouldn't he? When I left this room yesterday, I took this ring. My beloved AK, Alma Keller. There's just no way this is a coincidence. Alma is Otto Keller's wife, which is something that Martin didn't tell us. I don't think he noticed that I took the ring back. I just wanted to have it, you know, just in case. Man, my voice is fucked. Martin didn't seem to trust Detective Daltrey. Do you, Jeff? I don't know. Yeah, I feel like Daltrey seems like a good guy. Oh god, it's the twist. It's the twist of the twist. I mean, I had a hard time believing he was up to no good, but not like we really know him that well, do we? He seems very nice. Letting Fisher off. After today, I want to check up on Fisher. I was like, how are you doing? After today, I'm not sure I know Martin that well either. He almost seemed like a completely different person when we talked to him before, didn't he? Yeah, a little bit. I'm not saying I don't trust him, I just don't know what to believe. Yeah, we really don't know, you know, like why the guy, Maxwell, spying on Vidrescan. Well, the senator, he's the governor, right, of the place. He's a very powerful person. I know that man I wouldn't want this to do, but I think we should talk to Alma. You sure about this, Emma? I mean, we know she's in the storage cabin. Don't even know where to look, really. What would happen if someone found her? What would happen if Daltrey found her? For all we know, she could be a suspect in her husband's murder. I know, Jeff, but we'll never know if we don't talk to her. It's pretty reckless, Emma, but I think deep down I know you're right. Okay, let's see if we can find her. We'll toss her for a few minutes, clear up all our questions, and then get out of here if anyone sees us. We'll be fine. We've gone away with more dangerous things than this already, haven't we? Yeah, just like you said. We'll be in and out in no time. Let's go, Jeff. Alright, I think this is a good time to stop. Great time to stop. It could be the last session. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Yeah, now they're pulling this, like, fake out. Oh, is it Martin? Is Martin the bad guy? Is Alma bad? I don't think so. Alma Keller. Wife of Otto Keller. Oh, what could it be? What could it be, guys? Well, I'll find out tomorrow, would I? Yeah, that's it for this session. I don't know what's gonna be. I don't know what's gonna be. It's really pretty good. It's really nicely. It's really nice. The story's setting itself up. Is Martin a bad guy? I don't know. Yeah, it could be. You know, after hearing the conditions, Vendreska. Why say Vendrekan? Vendrekan. And what's it called? Gibralkan. Why do I not know the names properly? Unless I see it. But yeah. Dreskan. Vidrekan. This game's pretty good. This game's pretty good. And if I'm gonna wait, if I want a sequel, I want a nice longer sequel than the first one. If the next one is gonna be gonna be the end. I would like a little longer, but you know, 3 years in development. I'm pretty sure this is just like one man, maybe a few people here and there with like the music and stuff. But could be like a small team as well. But yeah. We'll see. The final course, chapter 4. Maybe we'll get chapters 5 the last one. We'll see. But yeah, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this session of Detective Instinct. Farewell, my beloved. And I'll see you guys next time and catch you guys later.